here for another live stream. We're going in again. Yeah, I'm back with you. Let's get into this one. This is going to be the Chen family killings, the Chen family murders here. We're going to cover, it's a cold case here. So we're going to figure out who we're going to profile this, all right? Oh, lordy. So I never heard of this case. So before we get started, guys, like and subscribe. Please support the channel. I'm trying to get remonetized here. So, covering true crime has demonetized me over the years. So please help me out. Came back after 4 years. Like and subscribe. Make a donation to Cash App and PayPal. Let's support the channel. Pay some bills and keep streaming. Keep talking these true crime cases. Thanks for the 1 like. Already getting started. Yes. The Chen family murders. Let's warm up and get a little ready for this stream. It is going on the 8 p.m. 8:03 to be exact today. And yeah, we're getting it on. It is Thursday. So we're getting to that Friday rush. Everybody's getting ready for that. But the Chen family killings is going to be the cold case / mass murder. It's going to be 4 people, more than 3, about 3. It's a mass. I didn't put mass in the title. I should have. Maybe that would get more people here to speak about this. Let's get the drink going here. But yeah, everybody, thanks for joining me for this one. I hope everybody is well. And we were just, covering this case. We got not much of crime scene photos. There is crime scene. But what interests me here really is going to be a few points about this case that are not covered that I want some answers to. Maybe we can get them ourselves. So yeah, let's get this started here in a few minutes here. It's going to be the Chen family killings. This, murder of a family, this is all of them, will be murdered, okay? In Guilderland, New York. All right. Now I'm there on Google Earth. Okay, so I have the exact house. I find actually, guys, after doing these streams for so long, not even so long, but after doing them for so short, I don't know what you want to say, long or short, but I was able to. Let's see, let me just get this a little bit better. Maybe so it's a little better. I don't know if you guys, yeah, it's a little better like that. I was, see more than we were able to do it, but I was able to. Get figure out that the coordinates that are here on these wiki pages are exactly the coordinates to the exact location where a body might be or the murder itself might be. That's what it's looking like here. So I'm right over the house, and this is going to be 1846, and that's going to be in Gunderland. It's like Albany or something, whatever the county, but we're there. Yeah, we're there, and the reason I'm there is we're gonna be there for a reason this time. Yeah, we're always there for a reason, not just for shits and giggles. We're gonna be there for a reason. So let's see. So the Chen family killing side is so Wikipedia here. I'm maybe just sum it up for you a little bit. So I think do it my way. So what happens here is that on October 8th of 2014, so you go back to 2014, you're gonna have, what you have, all right? Whatever. My point is to get to know the Chen family. Now, on this case, on this cold case, this mass murder case, we don't have a suspect. We don't have a real motive. That's going to be the question here: is motive, suspect? Because first you have the motive, then you get the suspect, right? You can't have the suspect and the motive, can you? Maybe. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. Hopefully we do. This is a deep one, huh? Well, I don't know. Maybe it just gets a little simpler than we think with Occam's razor involved. So we're gonna apply that to this method, that method to this way of principle, and see what happens. So they're gonna a coworker, all right? They're gonna call a coworker. Let me explain this to you. Yeah, right. They're explaining it to us. Well, I'm just gonna try. So around midday, okay, guys. So the killings are going to take place around the time of like 3:30 in the morning to maybe 6:30 in the morning, okay? So a 3-hour span for 4 people, all right? They're not seeing a coworker. So I guess one of them, the dad or whatever, somebody works there, all right, at this King Walks restaurant where he worked. Okay, so Mr. Chen worked just a few houses, looks like a few houses down. You can pick any one of these businesses that exist today and call it King Walks at the time. We're over there on Google Earth, and they're pretty much right there. It's like a family-owned deal, It's a business here. He works for like relatives, I guess. So a relative, we call him a co-worker. So must not be related, but They're related. Um, so he worked, became concerned when he had not reported for work. Okay, so he doesn't come to work. So by midday, which is unusual, he probably should have been in the morning. So this is they're on top of it, and they say, okay, uh, so they went to the Chen's house, right, about a mile away. Okay, so this I didn't do the measurement here. So a mile from that house is where this king walks is. So he's gonna walk on western U.S. Outlet. We're there on Google Earth. I'm there. It's pretty residential. It's a bungalow, they call it. It's a house, you know. A busy 4-lane highway, sure. And he found the bodies. That's all they say. He found the bodies. Since his English was extremely limited, he had to ask somebody else. He had to ask the coworker, had to ask a relative. So a relative, not a relative, went over there. He works for relatives at the Walks, at the restaurant, but they didn't send a relative. Now that's my one point there. Why do you send a coworker, not a relative? Why doesn't a relative go over there? Now, he's gonna have DNA. They have a DNA, but they can't get a profile. They can't match it. All right. So whoever's DNA they're trying to match it with, they don't have. You know what I mean? Or they can't get. All right. And they're gonna say it's due to language barriers and cultural barriers or something like that. That they're being stonewalled in a way due to these barriers. Thanks for the 2 likes, guys. You know. So that's why they think this might be mafia related, meaning Chinese related, triad, something like that. Like Mr. Chen was down. There is transactions here. Thanks for the 3 likes, guys. That this might be. Let's get it to 10 for the stream. But yeah, this is unsolved. So we're trying to see the profile of this killer, or killers. 4 people ain't easy. We've been through this, guys, with the case in Japan, the Setagaya family. That is a famous unsolved murder case in Japan. In fact, the killer would stick around for hours. This one, no. This is business. This is business to me, not even personal. Doesn't it seem like that? So you could bring in the mafia, right? But there's a personal touch to this. And I'm going to bring the kids. The kids are going to be the personal touch here, okay? So if it's business, you're going to take out Mr. Chen, possibly his wife. Because his wife is around and his wife might see. You never know. You're just going to take out the wife as well if she's there. But the kids, man, that's what they can't figure out. They just can't. It boggles them a little bit about who would want to do something like that. Like even if it was just business against Mr. Chen, meaning financial or some mafioso deal. So he shows up, he finds the body, he runs and runs back a mile, I guess, and tells them to call that they're dead. Everybody's dead, whatever. Because he just walk into the house. And the cops come, guys. What you're gonna have is very little way of evidence here, but. The cops are saying here, like, oh, we don't have CCTV. Guys, okay, they're saying all the businesses where we don't have the camera protection, whatever, you know, the camera. Okay, you don't got that. All right, fine. Forensics, they got a DNA, but they ain't got no match. They're saying it's not from any one of the family members. Okay, good, very good. Don't ask me what kind of DNA it is. I don't give a shit. It's DNA. All right, good. In this case, I don't care. So we're trying to catch them. So you have the kids involved. But it's going to be the mother and the 2 children. Everybody's going to be bludgeoned to death, which is meaning with a hammer. So it's going to be a hammer, a pretty normal tool. It's a tool. So it's not a murder weapon unless they start using it as one. So it's a tool. It's a hammer. It's pretty basic. And a knife. Somebody that cooks uses a knife, whatever. And the kid, I don't know if it's from their kitchen or what happened there. Dude, the Setagaya family we heard was knife also and bludgeoning hammers as well. But these are, you know, I'm not MO in that, should I? No, we shouldn't MO that. Setagaya had the same deal here. They're trying to MO this to another murder that happens in Mississippi, to another killing of a Chinese family, saying it might be hate related, you know, racially related, racially motivated, hate related. It does have a hate element. I don't know if they want them. They just moved in. I think like they've been there. They were nice neighbors. Say, is this a neighbor with hate? Guys, it reminds me of a movie called Antitrust. I think it was Trust or I think it's Antitrust or Trust. It's with Ryan Phillippe and Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins plays like just Steve Jobs, you know, Bill Gates, and he's killing software engineers to get this program his own for free. Tim Robbins, to claim it as his own. He's killing engineers, software engineers, and Milo, Mr. Ryan Phillippe's got to stop him. He finds this out. So, you know, my deal is the secrecy involved here, you know, and the motive. That is very important to this case. It really is. I mean, why kill this family? Why do it the way you're going to do it with? My point was that they bludgeoned the hackers, the software engineers, guys. They bludgeoned them to death, and they made it look like a hate crime. Okay, that was my point of telling you that story about the movie. They made it look like a hate crime by writing shit on the wall and the bludgeoning and smashing shit and all that. So these really blur the line sometimes between what the motive would be. All right, is it financial? There's some now. The Chinese media, what have you, are saying that this is possibly they have information or what have you that says this might be they were looking for money. All right, fair enough. So whatever they're looking for is murder, number one. All right, it's murder's involved, and that's the number one priority is to kill and silence these people, and then you do it. I don't know if the house was ransacked. We don't have much at all about the crime scene. We have like this is missing up with like something like a Jason Chen murder or something, guys. Maybe I should have covered that. There's plenty of crime scene photos for that murder, but this Chen family murder, they're really secret on this, guys. It's only going to be the outside of the house, really, and I'm fascinated by the outside. I'm always fascinated with murder houses, guys. You know my stream, check it out. I go there live. I walk to a murder house to and fro, so check that. It's on my channel. It's a mass murder house. Yeah, and so you know the house interests me. The only thing I'll tell you why it interests me too. We're gonna get there, but so they're gonna go to the crime scene. They're gonna seal it off after that. So New York State Police will show up. What they're gonna do here, it's a quadruple. It's 4. The wife, the 2 kids upstairs, covered by a blanket. The dad is downstairs. Talk to me about that. They're gonna say the kids are placed with the mother on a bed and then covered, and then the dad would be found down. Don't know if he's covered. Don't know if this person cared to cover him, but he's the man of the house, right? So thanks for the 3 likes, guys. Let's get up to 10, baby. But what do you think here so far, right? You're painting a picture, right? I'm not trying to paint anything. I want to give you the facts, the evidence, and then we'll start painting. We'll do abstract first, and then we'll make it look like something. So what's going to happen really is, you know, like I said, it's going to be... It's just that the Chinese media is all on this, you know what I mean? And they like their little, they like the financial touch to this. So the reason they like the financial touch to this murder is because this mass murder. But anyways, they're slow. The police are slow to release information on this case. They're still working on it as of 2026. And they, like I said, they do have, police say they were slow to release information. But the relatives, real quick, I want to cover the relatives, and much was reported early in the days of the case came from the relatives of Chen, okay, who talked to the Chinese media at the news conference in New York City's Chinatown. Chen's brother told reporters that his brother, his brother's body had been found on the first floor of the small bungalow, while the other members of the family were found upstairs, covered by a blanket. So he's giving very good information here. It's gonna turn out that what he's saying is damn spot on. So there's nobody retorting this or, you know, saying, I retort. Excuse me. Let me allow me to retort. No, there's no retort to the brother here. It looks like he was there. He was able to walk the crime scene, if not right there. Hey, woke as joke, how are you? I'm just learning about this. I lived in upstate New York, just miles from here, but moved to New Hampshire shortly before this happened. Very interesting. It is, right? Woke as joke, I miss you, man. Good to see you tonight. Hope you're well. And yes, I am actually in upstate New York. At the moment, so yeah, I'm pretty like, I never heard of this either. You know, woke as joke, like, what is this? Like, okay, they're saying mafioso here, woke, for 4. All 4, hammer, and then stab wounds as well, on all 4. And then cover bed and blanket with them, and the women and children in bed. And this makes a statement to me. This is not mafioso like work, you know? Woke as joke, I mean, when you do it, you know what I mean? You're gonna hide mafioso, or you're just gonna leave them where they stand, right? This is a lot of like weird operation here, like, you know, mode of operation, yes? But they're saying it's not connected to the Mississippi. This is Mississippi murder of a Chinese family. Like I said, they're saying it's not connected. All right, I get it. But I'm going to give you where I'm going with this, okay? But woke as joke, man. What do you know, so far, wow, huh? It's going to be like, we don't... So if the dad's downstairs, they're placed. They're saying the kids are placed in the bed. So, wow, you know, listen to me. Listen to me very closely. I think it's more than one. All right? I think it's more than one killer. Okay? We did cover the Sedegaya family. It's on here, okay? Very kind of, there's just, I like things, but it's not, this is going to be more than one person doing this to this family. And I'm going to tell you why even more so, okay? So driver's seat, hey driver's seat, is this the husband who deleted his wife, kids? No, it's not driver's seat. This, they're saying that they were murdered, all of them, with hammer and stab wounds by someone or some people, and they don't know the motive or the reason. Now, guys, through this whole Wikipedia, right, through anything that you're going to see about this case, okay, I read through it before I came on because I wanted to know if it was interesting enough to do. Now, what I read through this whole thing, okay, I told you pretty much the gist, all right? Possible mafia, he's transferring money in his bank account to workers, though, at restaurants. It's like not even illegal, but it's legal. Hey, Shanann Maya, hey, how you doing today? Hi, Shanann, good to see you tonight. It is 8:18 where I'm at. How are you doing? I'm well. Good to see you, Shanann. We're covering the Chen family murder. I looked at this, guys. I thought this would be the one here to talk about. It's definitely interesting indeed. It got more interesting the more I thought about it. I was like, wait a second. I got to get this on the live right now. I was like, make up the thumb, generate, let's go. But thank you guys for coming. Shanann, yes, how are you? It's Thursday, guys. We're getting to Friday. All right, I don't plan on letting up. I want to try to ramp up more, but sometimes life just hits, guys. I have to pay bills like you do, okay? You know how it is, and I got the kids too, right? Don't we have family and things to do? And you want to have other things? I want to watch movies, guys. We're back in a moment. Great person on the channel, actually, subscribers. But yeah, a family member that supports me here, but I'll call them right back. Driver seats says, hey, Joe Moody. Hey, how's it going, Joe? I don't know if you guys still hear me. There we go. How's it going? Driver seat says, Joe, thanks for coming in. How are you? Driver's seat says it could be multiple suspects. Yes. So driver's seat, you're on it, dude. Like, that's what I'm thinking here, guys. At first, I wanted it kind of to be like Sedegaya family, right? We covered that. It's like one person. You know, they have DNA of one person. They think it's one. But it's 4 people he does it. But it's very different situation for some reason. This strikes me as more than one. And that does bring in the mafioso type deal, because they're saying that Mr. Chen might be getting this money illegally or transferring it, whatever the deal is with the, I think it might even be legit. I think they have a little bit confused maybe, because with the money, he's just giving it to restaurant workers. You know, like his family, guys. They own a restaurant, King Walks, a mile away. This was a coworker that found them dead that day when Mr. Chen didn't show up for work. Shanann Maya says, that's sad. Yeah, they're going to be bludgeoned and stabbed. Now, I'm going to tell you about control. Now, first of all, we got to have control. We got to have B&E. That's my point. Sorry, I got off track, guys. I received a phone call. I need to actually make sure that's all right there. But yes, B&E, guys. Where's the B&E? Now, listen, I'm not going to verbatim anymore, really, these Wikipedias for you guys. I'm going to do this the way, my way, and present it, the wiki. And that's it. I don't think I should read it verbatim. I think it's kind of boring. And I love to read. But I'd rather just tell you, and you ask me, and then we'll clarify. And verify and confirm, right? Or go further on it. But that's the gist of the story, and nobody's been caught or prosecuted. They have no idea. They cannot really question people. They're saying due to a language barrier here. I don't buy that at all. I think people are very quiet. They're saying that the community is quiet, basically. They're not cooperating with police, all right? Even the family members, okay? So I would think there's no B&E. Okay, really, you'd have to there'd have to be some type, guys, of a storm, of an entry, a struggle would ensue. They're not saying much about the crime scene itself. Yeah, we got crime scene. It's going to be outside the house. I don't even think switching the camera right now, honestly, for that. Or anymore, really, honestly. I like just chilling, giving you the visual. Google image it. No, I'll show you in a minute, I guess. Yeah, because I like the murder houses, y'all. It intrigues me, the murder house. But Darcy said it could be multiple suspects or millions of unknown, unvetted, illegal immigrants living among us. Many of them are hardened criminals. Others are desperate for money. Now, driver's seat, they're saying this could be like, they have DNA profiles, so they kind of know probably the ethnicity of this individual. And they're saying, they're kind of like, thanks for the 6 likes, guys. Thank you. Let's get it to 10, baby. It's Thursday. It's like, let's treat it like Friday. But yeah, they're trying to be hush-mouthed. But I think there's a bigger reason why they're hush-mouthed. But driver's seat, you're on it, man. I mean, possibly. Yeah, there is a lot of that in America right now. Of course there is. You know the deal. You're on it. Shanann Maya, that's sad. Yeah, it is. Shanann Maya says, I get maybe the dad did something, but it take out the whole family. Yeah, I was thinking that Shaman Maya from the start. I did consider the dad, even the mother I considered here. But by stab and bludgeon, difficult. And then forensically, you're going to tell that. But that's a good point. Driver's seat says, there's a criminal underground, the Chinese, that's my son, he says, thumbs up, baby. Like and subscribe. Yes, let's get it done. We're doing this every day if we can. You know it, guys. I don't want to show up not one day. I want to keep a streak. More than one if I can a day. So thank you so much for allowing me to be here and helping support this to keep going. So there's this criminal underground, the Chinese agent community involved against business, victim of illicit trades like gambling, loan sharking, and pro. He's going to be known to, there's going to be some kind of thing about gambling and him having neighbors saying he has a gambling syndicate in his house. This is a little card game they say he throws. So driver seat, I'm going to leave it to you opinion-wise. Like, it could go either way, all right? That's why they can't narrow down, really. But I think we can a little bit by the crime scene, by what they're describing to us, all right? Like, I look at the outside of the house. There's no forced entry. There's nothing broke, nothing like that. There's no window. There's nothing latched or pried. If he did let these people in, he knew them. I think they were let in, and then the killing ensued. Once people were in position, the killing ensued. I believe this is a coordinated attack, like the police think, a murder carried out, not by the mafia, okay? But he was paying his family, I'm sure. They knew he had money. I think it's the family relatives at King Walk. And they sent they sent the coworker. Why did they send a relative over there? Why did they send a coworker that day? Why wouldn't you send a relative? Then the coworker runs and tells a relative who can interpret his Chinese to tell the police what happened, what he saw. So they sent a coworker to go discover the bodies, not themselves, not anyone that was involved. It's going to take more than one, correct? I think it's more than one relative, possibly up to 3. Woke's joke, brief research suggests that he supported undocumented workers, right, and helped secret gambling events in his home. That's what they're saying. So I leave that to you, Woke, you know? Like, yeah, the transactions, he's helping undocumented workers. Yeah, that's more than likely, like, technically illegal, but is it morally wrong? You feel me? Is it like feel me? Like, is it legal, you know what I mean? Is it a legal mafia syndicate shit where they're gonna kill the kids? See, mafia doesn't really know women, no kids, but you leave him where he stands. You know exactly what they do, but you're gonna bring them up and cover them up. The mafia's not gonna do all that. You just do it and you're done and you leave. Guys, it's about business then, but this is business and personal in a way because they're bringing up the kid and the wife. You gotta think like the killers. You know, I'm trying to profile this sucker. You know, this ain't no damn business shot because if it is, it's gonna be told. You know, the casings will be, everything will be there. No casing, whatever. Things will show that. This, more than that. Who got the king walk? What was up? Who got his money? Where was this money held? Did these Chinese, did the family get it? I bet you they did. But the police ain't going there. The police they don't have to cooperate with the police. They're victims. Their family was just murdered. What you talking about? They got DNA, but they ain't gonna. They didn't give no DNA. They're gonna have a warrant for that, don't they? For DNA to force you to give it. Shanan Maya, coordinated by gambling, etc., basically dealing with cartel mafia stuff. That's what the scenario is here. That's what the narrative is pushed. But there's another scenario. You know, there's always another, right? There's always another plan. If A don't work, there's plan B, right, guys? If there's so that is one of them. Yes, financial because of that, like driver's seat says. The transactions to the undocumented workers, the illegal. You're right, Travis. It's illegal. Illegal to be here undocumented. Correct. So yeah, there's laws being broken, but I don't think it's anywhere to the level of mafioso. I think this is a simple, maybe dispute between the family. Maybe Chen was going to pull out. Maybe something was going to happen. I think Chen was going to pull out or say something or threaten them. Whatever it was, guys, it's always coming down to money. You know that. And when you mix money and family, which they are, Chen works at his family King Walk's restaurant. He's paying undocumented workers. What workers? What restaurant workers? At the King Walk. At Chef King Walk's, where his family, where he works. That's number one, right? Isn't it the first priority? So yeah, that's his first priority to pay. But if he doesn't pay him, what then? What if he's like, I'm not paying you no more, or I got to step back, I got to cut back the money, or what is the deal? Do they come to his house? Do they talk to him? Do they threaten him? Is there something going on here? So that's what I'm saying, guys. This is not what we think it is because the B&E. Really the B&E, man. The B&E gets me. There's no real struggle. And they're telling us about a struggle. Let's party it up, baby. We're here on a Thursday. How you guys feeling? We're gonna get to Friday. 7 likes. Let's get to 10. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, that's always an element, guys, when you're dealing with big money. I've always said money to me is the motive, guys. You're right, but it's not the mafia deal. It's the family mafia here. It's the Chinese family. They're the mafia. They want the money. Maybe he's stopping pulling the payments, guys. All right, maybe we can check his bank account for the last time he sent the payment to King Walk. When did he stop? All right, when did he? We know he started. That's the #1 restaurant he's paying. Come on, guys. You know he paying no strangers restaurant first for his families that he works at? Are you kidding me? He's probably paying himself. Yes, right, guys. He's paying himself. You know? He works there. He's paying himself a salary. So somebody got angry. Somebody wanted more. He didn't want to pay no more. So there was a problem here. Cut back the payments. And then, the family went over there. They wanted to talk to him that night or something, whatever it was, God. They didn't want to hear it, so they came back and they did their deed. They went in there. They're going to let them in. I let any family member in my house. Are you kidding me? I didn't know they're going to pull a hammer on me and then a knife, though. I didn't know. Shanann Maya, that's sending a message. I hear what you're saying, right? But see, the message, putting the kids and the mother in the bed, and not just put them in the bed, Shanann, but covering them up is a personal thing. Now, there's a lot of business being conducted here, no doubt about it, but I'm telling you, some mix between the two. And this is not either or, business or personal. This is both, all right? And covering up is shame. You have shame. And they say that a woman is known to cover up their victims. They don't like to look at them. The man's downstairs. He doesn't need to be covered up. He's away. They don't care about that. This is what the kids, guys. Mafia doesn't really touch kids. Yeah, if you run over their kid, yeah, they'll make sure you don't show up the next day for work. Just ask John Gotti and Richard Favre or whatever. He's never to be seen again. So, yeah, no. It's going to be that personal touch, guys, of putting this family, killing them somewhere else or what have you, and then placing them all together, the wife and the kids in bed. It's a personal thing that somebody cared in a way, or was not shamed, was shamed, yeah, was shamed, that knew what they were doing was wrong, but it got done anyways, because they had to do it for the betterment of the family, the betterment of others. All right, guys, that's what it is. It is like, say, it looks like a mafia, because it is kind of a mafia deal with the Chinese family here at the King Walk. I'm sure there's more than one. And I'm sure one of them was female. I think the blanket might have been covered by a female. Yeah, I think there's a female here in the house. 2 males possibly and a female. I say 3 individuals to do this. Yes, indeed. 1 for Chen, 1 upstairs, and possibly the female for the children. See, so they came prepared. You have to bring a female for the kids. That's my profile on this killer. Because you're not a man and you're not controlling kids and a wife and a husband. You're not doing that as one man unless you're in the Sedegaya house. That's a little different. But you can check my live stream for that. But I guarantee you, to control, you have to have a woman's touch, and she's covering up the bed at the end. There's some stabbing and there's some bludgeoning happening here. That's some, they're taking care of business. That's what they think. The betterment of others. So that's what you need to get DNA from these family members. They send a coworker. How dare you send a coworker? Why don't you just send yourself? You were there the other night, weren't you? There's DNA. Guys, they can't match it because they can't get a profile. Because this person's not in the system. You know why? Because just like driver's seat said, they're probably undocumented, right? So they're not in the system for shit, and they've never been arrested yet. Hence undocumented, yes? Hence not on file. Hence the family. Hence a mile away. Hence motive. Hence how. Hence opportunity. Hence financial gain. Thank you. I'm here all week. Driver's seat says, I'm sorry, let me go to the chat. I love you guys. Let me get to the chat. Shenan's Maya's on it. Woker's joke says driver's seat is on to something. When you owe people large sums of money and don't pony up, prices are paid. Sometimes your chances run out. And that's what I'm saying, Woke. But it becomes with him not paying them, possibly. And if you don't pay up, yeah, shit's gonna happen. You gotta pay people their salaries like you've been doing, that they're relying on you. But once you take him out of the picture and the kids, you gotta kill the kids and the wife because they inherit the money. Woke's joke. So that's why these people kill the family, the whole family. because it's money related, because they will inherit the money from Chen, the kids and the wife. So that's why they kill them all. So that guess who gets the money? The relative. A relative gets the money. The next of kin, the next in line. That's what I'm talking about, the personal touch in business. You got to look at the profile. You know, the crime scene itself, what they're telling us, what we can't see, but what we can see. You know, it's all there. No B&E, no breaking and entering at all. I mentioned here at all. No forced entry, no signs of a struggle. Placed in the bed nicely, blanket placed. It's just all makes sense. You're right. You're right about that, though. See, that's what I'm saying. But we could probably come together on a little more if we're there. But we're there. Chen Maya says, and if you had multiple chances to make it right, and then it was to inherit his restaurant. Exactly. Got to kill the family, guys. Or the whole family. It always gets me when the whole family's killed, when there's a business or inheritance, because they got to go, because they're the next in line. So you gotta kill them all. And that's when you're like, well, this turns into something. Why them? And you're like, why the kids? And then I told you why the kids, because they won't inherit the money. You know, so the next, you gotta kill them all. So King Walk is the king, and they walk away, and they have all the money, and that's it, and you're done. That's the simple motive. That's a simple thing, but they want to overcomplicate it. That's the problem here. You can't overcome. Occam's razor gets us there. It will always get us there. Sorry, guys. Shut up. There you go. Okay. So yes. Driver's seat says there's a lot of illicit activity in those so-called model minority communities. Look at all the medical, adult care, and welfare fraud recently uncovered. Yeah, driver's seat. Dude, I think the president's taking care of that, is he not? So woke is joke. Covering them up may have been to help the assailants recover hidden cash around the home without having to be distracted by the bodies. Just a guess. Let me read that one more time, woke is joke, because I'm interested in what you're saying in a way. Covering them up may have been to help the assailants recover hidden cash around the home without having to be distracted. Yeah, woke is joke. Wow. See, I don't think that, but dude, that possibly could be it. Wait a second. Woke is joke. Wait, I didn't think of that. Like putting the pictures down for, like I said, with Joe Pesci when he casino. I know you've seen that, woke, and he puts the pictures down when he's robbing the family's houses because he can't stand them looking at them. Same thing, right? Woke. Pound you, brother. That's a possibility. The assailants are right, and that would tell a lot about what, woke? The assailants, wouldn't it? The perpetrator, right? Their mentality, their profile, right, woke? That they got to cover up these bodies while they're looking for cash, right? Good shit, dude. Cold, hard cash. Yeah, I don't think he's keeping much in the bank. Maybe he's keeping a lot in the bank, but they think he has cold, hard cash for sure. Yeah, you got it, man. That was great. No, that is a great guess. Come on, man. That's an educated guess, everyone. That's what I call an educated guess. So, woke is joke. You could put, that was just an educated guess, because we're educated on this, yes? And you are that was a hell of a guess. Very good. By your education, I would say that's damn near possible. Driver's seat, was the family in debt to ask? Yeah, no, because he's serving up the cash apparently, but maybe he's the proud. He's like, no, I'm not doing this no more, or, you know? He was cutting somebody off. But yeah, no, driver's seat, no debt that they're seeing here. They're seeing him handling sums of money, though, and paying these individuals or these organizations, these companies. And he doesn't really have like a paper trail for where he gets the money in a way. Shanann Maya says, yep. Sounds good, right, Shanann? I thought. Woke is joking says, good point. I now see the family aspect. Oh, thank you, woke. I don't know. You're bringing it too, though, woke. You're bringing that in, but I know what you mean. We're kind of relating it a little bit to where we can meet somewhere, woke? Like, right, Shanann? Like, guys, I know what you mean, right, drivers? We can meet somewhere, though, I think. Like, I think that we have to put a little more mentality of personal touch on this murder, a little bit more, just by the crime scene details, by the cover-up. Just like you said, well, covering up the body while you search for cash, like, somebody's shamed, right? Somebody doesn't want that shit. Like, they're ashamed of what they did. They knew these people then. You wouldn't have shame if it was a business transaction like mafia, or if it was just about money, and you had no connection to the family. My point is connection. Personal damn connection. But it looks like business. It damn near does, of course, because it is too, guys. It is business, but it's personal. Well, it's family. Driver's seat. You have a mixed family in business. I learned that a long time ago. Driver's seat says, how is it they come to America and own homes and businesses? Seemingly overnight, those businesses don't make that much money, and usually they're in debt. You know what, Driver's seat? I don't know. I thought if I had like 10 or 15 family members, 20 to back me, even paying in rent, man, I'd let them chill. And yeah, man, just to cover up my stress. But you know what I'm saying, though? Maybe they got more family than we think. I don't know. I don't have any family like that. So, I mean, I made a family. You know what I'm saying? That's how slim it is to really come across families. In other countries, China, they have problems with making families. They have too many people making families. So I don't know, dude. You know, maybe you have a good point, maybe you don't. But maybe it is affecting me, and I just don't. Maybe it is affecting my kids, and I don't know it. Maybe it's affecting us. I just don't know, bro. Because I don't have the grasp like that right now. I'm too busy, as you see, with other things that come my way. Bigger problems that are immediate, that are touching other people, you know? But you're saying those problems could be what's causing this. I don't know, drivers. Good aspect, though. Drivers, he says they don't borrow from banks or just... Yes, I'm saying multiple people, possibly. I don't know 20 people. If I did, I would get a pool going, I'm sure. A gas pool to work, whatever it was. You know, we team up. Woke is joke. Covering them up, unlike the Boondock Saints, where they put pennies on the eyes and enjoyed the fruits of their vigilante efforts. Woke is joke, you were so on it, dude. Like, right, like cutting off a head and putting it on a shelf, right? Or displaying the bodies in a weird way, you know? Or in a pose, an assault pose, you know? Or a sexual preference, you know? Whatever they're doing, right, woke is joke. There's always like a motive behind this crime, like scene, like where they're doing the setup, how it's left, right? It has a story to tell. If these walls could talk, they say, oh, well, they'll scream when a crime scene. Yes, woke? They'll scream. So you're on it, man. Like, they're not like the Boondocks where they're doing it for fun or vigilanteism to prove a point, right? It's not a point. It's not like that. You know, it's just not at all. It reminds me a little bit of the David Crowley case, Gray State. I do cover that. Maybe we'll go further on another video on that. It's a very intriguing case. There's great crime scene photos for that. This one, guys, just the outside of the house. The only thing I saw from it is the location is a mile away. The walks is possibly right there, and the no B&E, okay, outside of the house. So I'm looking through a skylight. There's nothing. 2014 this is. You know, really tech is there, but so, you know, no cameras, no nothing. Just everybody knows nothing. No cameras, no nothing. Because these killers have no meaning. They're supposed to be there. That's why nothing. I bet you maybe a neighbor or someone could probably recollect seeing the family at some time. But no, they can't because it happens at night. It happens at night, like 3:30 to like 6. So they're putting the murder between. It doesn't take that long to murder them. They're just putting it between that time. And that's a good time, guys. I remember I watched a video, and somebody said, if you want to go out and do something bad at night, they were like, you go out at 3, between 3 and, I want to say 6. I do want to say 6, guys. But they said 3. Anywhere after 3 is where you go, you make your move. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, all right. I didn't do it, you know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, I looked out after 3 when I'm out and about, you know? That's when I start really looking. But I start looking at past the 12 o'clock hour, but no, you know, 3, he's like, you go out and you start doing what you got to do at 3 when everybody's really sleeping. He's like, everybody's down. He's like, that's the dead hour, you know? That's that 3 to 5, really, he was saying. But he said if you got to, 3 to 6, but 3 to 5. And then you walk on it, you know, you're out. So yeah, very good. I don't know if it was good. Well, I don't know. It was good advice, I guess. But yeah, it was. Yeah, woke. You're on it though. It's very right. It's very very personal touch with business. Shanann Maya, maybe they liked the family first and kept them alive to get to know where the money is. That's a possibility. Shanann, great point. Is there signs of torture? I don't know. He's kept downstairs, right? What is the threat? To kill his family first? To make him watch? I don't know, Shanann, you're right. Maybe the murder did take 3 hours, Shanann, because you're trying to interrogate him for the money, right? Sorry, guys, they're playing Fortnite, but I'm telling them to stop screaming. An accident, I think he shot it by accident. Sorry, you're having fun. Shanann, yeah, Shanann, very good point, Shanann. Like, right, like, yeah, because it's all about this money that he's giving to family members, right? Shanann, that's a possibility. I don't have enough, like, we do have a little bit because you're like, yeah, he's found downstairs, they're found up, and there's a different Yeah, Shanann, very good. I can't go any more further on it because I don't have enough as far as the autopsy and the crime scene itself, guys. Like I said, they're just showing the outside of the house. I'm too lazy to switch the camera at the moment. Craig Thomas, hey, Greg. Greg says, what good advice for who? Criminals. IMAP. Okay, yeah, I guess I was speaking to a criminal. Probably was a criminal, but he wasn't in jail at the time. But I'm sure he did do time at some time. Yes, Greg. But thank you, Greg, for coming in. Appreciate it. Shanann Maya, my son does the same stuff. Yeah, right? I'm telling you, you hear him, right? I'm going to get mics, guys, to speak. But I'm afraid them speaking, like I said, to people on the internet, as you can see, when we do these streams. So it's just like that on a Fortnite game, or even worse, probably. And they're very young. So no way. So I'm going to get it eventually just to talk to them. So they're screaming for each other, see, in the other rooms. And I can't have that late at night. You know, it's not like late now, guys. But I want them to be able to not have to scream. You know, my son has problem hearing, so we got to get that looked at. So that's why you got to. But thank you, Shanann. Right, Shanann? Did they do the same thing? I got to get the headsets. But yeah. So yeah, that is the you know. And they said that this was going to connect it to a case, a murder of a Chinese family in Mississippi. Same thing was like a stabbing and bludgeoning. Not sure if exactly a hammer was used, but a stabbing to a family, maybe a 3 or 4, in Mississippi a few years earlier. They were trying to match that, but they said no, it doesn't match the MO completely. It's too less to match. Shanann Maya says, it's the new season. Crash Bandicoot was my fave. Okay, all right. Yeah, it is the new season. How did you know? They got the Sonic going on. So I don't know what they're actually playing there, but my one older son and the younger son, you know, I remember not getting along with my brother too, but eventually I did. Oh, gee. But thank you, Shanann, for sharing that. Yes, we all have we've all been there, right, guys? Woke is a joke. Hey, Woke. What a day, night of the week did this happen? Oh my gosh, it's so funny you say that. Why did you say that? I was gonna Google that, dude. I didn't. I really did it, dude. I was curious too. Not because. What are you curious for? He says. Woke's joke said, "Do we know? Weekend gambling, gathering 2 undocumented workers, gang and tie up the dad, threaten his family, demand money, no money." Say goodnight, fam. Okay, yeah, even coming back, right? Even like scoping out the family and where the money is from this card game, right? Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta tell them to calm down a little bit, even though they're fine. Give me 1 second here. Guys, hey, stop screaming so much. Can you do that? Ryan, stop, Ryan. Stop screaming, Ryan. Ryan said stop killing him. Guys, don't scream, bro. How big the game for you today? I got something. Okay, join your best friend. Well, then kick Ryan out. I said kick Ryan out of the game. Woke's joke. Yes. What day was this? We're gonna look that up right now. Yeah, Woke's joke. You're good, dude. Let's check that out, guys. Stay here for a second. And let me see what day. So it's going to be October 8th, okay? 2014. So it would technically be what? The 7th. October 7th, right? Because they're found the morning of. So they think it's 3:30 in the morning. So October 7th, right? Uh, 2014. All right? What day was it? Yeah, we do these on these cases, so that was good, Woke, to bring this up. I thought about doing it, dude, for some Tuesday. So it was a Tuesday, okay? It was a Tuesday. Yeah, a Tuesday. October 7th, 2014. That was a Tuesday, because it's going to happen the night of. Wait, so is it the 8th? Yeah, it is the 8th. Sorry, it's the 8th. So it's a Wednesday. It is the 8th it takes place, because it's going to be the morning of. So it's the 8th. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Wednesday the 8th. Because if Tuesday is the 7th, the 8th, Wednesday, 2014, October 8th, Wednesday. Yeah, I thought about that, Woke, you know. I like my dates too, man. I hate numbers, but I like, you know, certain things, like, you know, you notice, right? Yeah. It's just a weekday. It's the middle of the week. Because he's got to go to work the next day. Shanann Maya says lots of less. You got it, Shanann. You know it. Hey, John. John O'Brien, I remember taking this guy's father's lunch money when I was like 12, 13, 14. Really, John? Was that you, bro? Damn, bro. What'd you buy that day, man? Tell me what you bought that day. Was it pizza? What was it, Chippies? Come on, John. Tell me what you bought with my money, John. John, make a donation to my Cash App, dude. I'm gonna get some Chippies that you bought. Come on, dude. Come on, John. But thanks for bullying me, John. It made me want to hustle harder, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for taking my lunch money, man. Make me want to hustle hard. I'm hungry right now for the donation. So thank you. No, we're good. Thank you, John. Thank you, guys. That's the heart. Appreciate you, John O'Brien. That was good. Shanann Maya, midweek, they have him in the weekend when it arranged. Took a couple of days. Possibly, yes. Shanann Maya says, you got some funny trolls. I love them. Yeah, I do, right? They're great. They're actually nice. They're nice trolls. Thank you for the heart. But yeah, they are nice to me. I think the true crime community is so really nice, even with the trolls. They're so accepting. I really appreciate you guys. Even clicking my stream and giving me a hot minute. So thank you. But yeah, Shanann, that's going to be the date, Woke. Guys, what do you think? I mean, you know, middle of the week. I know what you're saying, Shanann, right? I'm thinking it's the family, because nobody's bound. Nobody's bound up. You know, Woke, nobody's bound up. There's no B&E. This person would have to B&E it. Or maybe you're saying they would come back and they would be let in, right? Because they were at the card game previous. I hear you, man. Like, trusted. That's why I think it's family. Woke Jokes says, Tuesday, Wednesday has me totally thrown off, but my wheels are turning. I know, Woke. It threw me off, too, dude. I wanted, like, a Friday. Like, right, Shanann, guys, right? Woke, I wanted a Friday or, you know, like, just give me a Friday or a Saturday and we can handle business. But on a weekday, he's having a card game. Like, I hear that. That doesn't sound right, Woke, right? This man likes money. He likes money. He likes to gamble. I don't blame him. I don't care. Like, that's cool, bro. Like, what the fuck? He's got the money to spend. Somebody sees it. You're right, Woke. But I think it's more like when you're doing a home invasion, there's going to be really good signs of that. These cops are baffled in a way. They're baffled by the kids. They said even if it's a home invasion, they're like, why take the kids? And I told you why, right? But they have maybe a why too. With their profiler, but they just don't have the ghetto. So Charlie, hey Charlie, how are you? Been a while. Charlie from California. Tell me who got executed today, Charlie. Who rode the lightning? But thank you, Charlie. How are you? It's good to see you, Charlie from California, man. Met Charlie when I was doing movie reviews. I've been doing movie reviews, guys, and I put some of my movie reviews on TikTok now, the older ones. But yeah, no, we're moving on to bigger, better things. I always do true crime though. But I just do it full force now. Charlie from California, do a video on Christina Pike. Oh man, isn't she having a trial or something, dude? What is this here? You want to do Christina Pike? Who is that? Yeah, I know who it is. I think I heard her name. You want to do that? Like, give me some views, Charlie. Charlie, I'm looking for suggestions, my man. Guys, if you have a suggestion for a case that you want me to cover, you want to speak about, you need, let the real reviewer know in the chat. And I write it down right here, my trusted pad and pencil, and I consider it. Don't promise it, but I consider it. So you always got to be on guard. Maybe your case will be next, okay? And you could speak about it and be the star, and the real reviewer will read your theories live for the whole audience to listen to, and me to consider. And we will go through it together. So guys, that's what we do here. Yeah, it's fun. So Christina Pike. Okay, guys, I will look at that tonight. Charlie, I appreciate your time coming in and giving me these suggestions, dude. You are such a good, I'd have to hire you for something, Charlie from California. You'd have to be hired as my, I don't know, my informationist or something, my publicist or something, Charlie. You're very good with that. Cool. Yeah, I think that'll give me some views, Charlie. Much love, Charlie. Charlie from California, everybody. Supporter of the channel, subscriber, man. Been there for a hot minute. So thank you, Charlie. Yes, I'll see about that, Charlie. No promises, Charlie. You know that. Real reviewer, you know. Yeah, man of my word, but I got to give the word first. Woke's joke says, I don't think the cops are baffled. I think they just don't give a shit about a massacred Chinese family. Sorry. No, don't be sorry, dude. Woke's joke, you're telling what possibly other people could be profiled as, right? Even the cops. Right? Maybe impossible the murderers, right? This could be a hate crime for all we know. There could be, you know, fuck Chinese food on the damn wall in blood, in their family's blood, for all we know. We don't know what's not written on the wall. I don't have I have crime scene guys, but I'm sick of like doing the honestly, unless I really feel necessary. I love how calling it crime scene photos because that's what we need to do sometimes, but we're doing it photo-wise too, visually. We have the crime scene visually. This is a different kind of deal. But I love calling it what I want to. But you know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Like, I'm with you, woke. Like, yeah, they don't give a shit because they're saying that he's involved in mafia ties, possible trial, possible financial. I think it was, when I started reading his thing about the finances, guys, I automatically, because they already mentioned that he has a family, that he worked with a restaurant, he's paying undocumented workers. I already knew he's helping his family. You know, he's a family man. You know, my father we had card games. It was family, it was friends, it was us. It wasn't like that, bro. Like, you could see it like that, though. You definitely could. We were outside, there was a lot of, right? There's smoking, there's talking, there's drinking, there's a whole bunch of shit going on. There's fighting, there's yelling, there's screaming. We used to play diamonds, we played craps. We used to play pool. But we had our own house. You know, nowadays you gotta live next to people. It's like, but we're right on top of people. You can't even you can't even get up at 5 in the morning and take a piss without the whole fucking neighborhood hearing it. It's like, bro, no, man. Unfortunately, I'm like that right now, but we're gonna change that hopefully, right? Charlie from California, much love, Charlie. Charlie, you should do a video what your final meal would be. Oh gosh, yo, Charlie, you're not interested in that. But yeah, that dude does it. I love his videos. You mentioned that, Charlie, remember? Back in the stream, like, check out that dude. I love that, dude. I checked out that main course that dude had. Remember? You recommended that. He had everything. Shanann Maya says, but thank you, Charlie. I'll try that. I will try that. I have a TikTok, guys, so maybe I'll do some different videos on the TikTok. But I really, maybe I should do some different videos on there. But we're so busy and pressed, aren't we? I can't do 2 social media platforms. I can only really do this and then put these videos and older videos on TikTok. And that's what I do. And we've been getting pretty good people, I think, over from TikTok here, actually. So it's been pretty good. I mean, you never know. I'm trying to do all I can, guys. But that's good, Charlie. Really great idea. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll eat my final meal, guys, on camera, Charlie. That's what I would do. How about I put my own spin on it? And I would actually tell you if I was going to be convicted of murder or crime, whatever, or be executed for a false crime, whatever you want to say. My day was there. I'll eat the final meal on camera, dude. And I definitely got an idea what it would be. Shanann Maya says, true, because if they're undocumented, some people can really be rude and look down. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, son. Love you, buddy. We're going to eat soon, all right? I'll make the pizza, yeah? You hungry? Okay. That's all right, guys. We still got like 60% shot. We're still going on this. We still got to get that 10th like. Who wants to be the number 10? We're at number 9, guys. Who wants to be number 10 for the reviewer? Come on, let's go. Come on, get to 10. You don't think I deserve 10 for this 50-minute stream? Come on, everybody. I'm no I show speed or nothing, but come on. I'm showing some energy. But not like that. I wish I had energy like that. Maybe in my younger days. But I'm still young. Shanann Maya says, my dad played poker above it. Yeah. Oh, really? Up an old Boeing alley down in the city and at home and crawl under the table because they fly really with the quarters. Because they play with the quarters. That is so crazy. That's so funny. Yeah, poker for anything, man. Cards was everything. Cards was everything. It was such a bonding experience. And I got in so many fights over the cards too, guys. And I could see people getting hurt over card games. Like you said, Woka's joke, even coming back for some money if you see some, you know. I know what you're saying, you know. But it's a regular day. Tuesday, October 7th, or October 8th, Wednesday, 2014. We're good to go on that. Like I said, the bungalow house, it's there. I'm over there. Let's take a look. This is the bungalow here. They call it a bungalow. So this is the house here. All right? I'm over top of it on Google Earth. So, you know, the walk is a mile away. So if we zoom out, say this is 1846. That's the murder house. Maybe somebody lives there right now. You go down here about a mile to the corner, and you have businesses here. You have businesses all lined away. So I'm not sure what, you know. So this is the front of the house here. Let's take a look here. And this is the hazmat suits coming in. You know what time it is. But they haven't been dead long, it seems. So, but they got their hazmats, I guess. But there's no breaking and entering here. There's a skylight up here. I'll show you another view. This is of the house, but there's no skylight drop in. Here's a window. It's not even really open or cracked or anything broken. Everything's not open. It's closed. Here at the door looks pretty good too. Nothing broken. No lights. Garage looks good to go. You know what I mean? It's not open. There's nothing like that. No forced entry. The door's closed. Like when the person left, they closed the door. See, the door's not open, ajar. This person's on it. The people are on it. That's the family right there, posing out in front of you, somewhere in New York or what have you. I'm gonna get this to move. Okay. Okay, so. So I guess we're getting this to move here for you. I'm trying to learn this little thing here, so I experiment while we're on stream. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's that.
My level of Fortnite is 99. Is
it?
Yes.
Oh my. Listen, we'll go back to that in a second. Just trying to actually see, guys. So we do this. There we go. There we go. Let's move with me, baby. Move with me. No, no. Yeah, there we go. Okay, very good. Okay, guys. I'm sorry, I'll turn it about, but that's the. Let me just check one more thing, and we get back to that, because what I want to show you does have to do. That's the Chen family here, but this picture here, right, is the outside of the house in the front. There is a skylight. There's a skylight. Like right here is a skylight. Whatever, but the skylight's not even open or anything like that. But that's it. This is the outside of the house. And that's all as far as what in the hazmat. But the thing is, it's like, well, that's it? Well, it's like, yeah, that's it. But that's all I wanted to see as far as breaking and entering, because it's going to tell me a lot about the profile of the killer, if they knew the family or not. Hello, hey, Tel Aviv, how are you? Tel Aviv, Shanann Maya, yeah, it's pretty sad. That is the family there. The two kids are going to be bludgeoned and knifed, and they've got more forensics, guys. Thanks for the 10 likes. We did it. 10 likes for the Chen family murders. Thank you guys for the real review. For you guys, thank you so much. We did 10 likes. All right. And everything else is icing on the cake. Thank you so much, you guys, all 10 of you. And the chat. Thank you, Tel Aviv. How are you? Shanann Maya, yeah, it is sad, guys. They're going to be, like I said, found by a coworker, not by a family member who works at the restaurant. They sent a coworker because they were probably already there. They have DNA, and they can't match it because they're not in the database. Like Driver Seat said, these people, possible illegal immigrant, not documented, never arrested yet, never documented, hence the family. Hence why you don't have a match on the DNA. You got a DNA profile, oh boy. Even if it's a hired killer, you know he's probably done something in life. You can get him on some database, but you can't get him, that's why, with the DNA. They're waiting for someone to come out, maybe somebody will talk. But thanks for 11 likes, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Can we do 20? There's 11 likes, buddy. Hey, thanks, Wokus Joke. You see it. Tel Aviv, thank you guys. How are you? I'm good. Tel Aviv, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. How's it going? Yeah, 12 likes. All right. Thank you guys. Wokus Joke, it's good to see you guys. I love seeing, like, you know, we all live lives, right? So I love seeing you guys at different times on different cases, and you guys blow up the different cases. It's so great to see who's going to step up. You know, who am I going to talk to on this stream that's going to really fire this case on? And, man, you guys never disappoint me. Shanann, too. You, too, as well, Shanann. You came in and started firing on all cylinders. So, Wokus Joe, you guys are great. Wonderful, surprising. So, yeah. What do you think? You know, is it personal and business? Is it just business? You know, what kind of murder was this in your eyes? You know, what about the breaking and entering here? There's no mention of a way of entry into the house, because it's happening in the middle of the morning, guys, like from 3 to 6 possibly, between those time frames or during that whole time frame. So let me know, like, what do you think about that? Even if we finish the stream, leave a comment, guys. I come back to these cases. I'm very interested in them always. I don't leave them hanging. Hey, so. Yeah, guys, really awesome. So there's not much of crime scene. They're not showing us. There's another Chen murder, guys, like Jason Chen or something, but there's crime scene of him. But nothing inside the house, it looks like. So I'm trying to look, but there's nada. Let's hold here for a second, you guys. There's nada. There's Jason Chen. There's a lot of that. But upstate quadruple homicide. They got the crime scene tape. It's snowing. It's snowing. Yeah. Wait, there's a back door. Back door. Looks to be breaking entry from the back door, guys, or something. There's a back door that's ajar, but I don't know if that's actually. Wow, there is a back door. Hold on, everybody. I'm clicking more crime scene. Now this is a different one. So I'm on. Wow, guys, we might have more here. No, this is the Mississippi one, guys. This is the Mississippi one. That it's not it. Yeah, so it's like a breaking and entering on that one. This is your Chen. Thanks for the 12 likes, guys. Yeah, it's gonna be 1846. I'm over there in Google Earth, guys. It looks exactly. It's crazy to be there now, and somebody's living there. Everyone, they're living in that house in that same room where they put the kids and covered them up. It's just unbelievable, man. Like, I think the dad was really like in the living room, like right near the doorway, because I think he's answering the door, y'all. You know? But like I said, I mean, there's no restraining here. I think there was a lot of talking though. Shanann Mine says, yeah, hit them likes. Thank you, Shanann. Hey, Sarah Bishop. Sarah Bishop says, woke his joke 11 more than you. Oh, boy. Sarah Bishop, oh, boy. Thank you, Sarah. Woke his joke. I just don't see the state spending public resources to investigate a case that involves undocumented immigrants. It's easier to call it a mystery and brush it under the rug than to shine light on it. You know, guys, excuse me, you know, woke his joke, like, the thing is, I don't cover cases here, yeah, like the cartels or, you know, cases that drive-by or gang-related shootings or murders that I kind of not know, but even suspect. I can't I can't get the killer. I can't get his profile because what he is a businessman. This is a business transaction. He's not like Richard Kuklinski is a serial killer. You know, that's more of a different, right, business and pleasure person too. We're gonna cover him as well. But I cover him. I have a video on my channel about him. But yeah, you can see real deal. But we'll check him out. He's, oh wow. But yeah, I see what you're saying, woke is joke. You know, it's easier to not do the work, but I see this happening with illegal immigrants and people that are not illegal immigrants, you know, families that have victims and the cops don't do shit. So that's why I'm here, woke is joke, right? We're here, you're here to help these cases and speak about them, like you said, because the authorities do want to brush them under the rug, whatever reason that may be, financial, political, religional, or whatever it is, dude. Like, you can pick and choose, can't you, right? Woke is joke when it comes to these reasons why the cops don't go hard, why they give up or they just don't press. You know, like, they don't press the family, they don't press for DNA because really they have rights, but they don't. Like you're saying, because if they're undocumented, they don't have rights, so we should get DNA from the whole damn family. But they can't go into these communities without a warrant, without that court-ordered issue. But if they're not undocumented, how are they part of the land? How can you press charges on someone that's not documented too? So you know what I mean? So it's really a problem to start. But I hear what you're saying. But it's with every case, woke is joke. That's what we're here to do, is shine light on every single case these kids that go missing, 15, 16, the Kendrick Johnson case. All right, that fucking case, that poor kid, right? Remember that? That's going out now. So, you know, now that's bringing it to light. But that's what I'm saying, man. It's just these cases that get buried. And there's other cases. There's the Noah Schnapp case. Who's that? Noah dude. Not Noah Schnapp. That's the dude from Stranger Things. But Noah. This dude Noah that got dread, right? There's that case. There's the Nolan Wells case. There's a bunch of them, man. You know, there's a bunch of cases. And there's cold cases we cover, right? Woke, it's a shame, dude. That's why you got the criminal mind, woke is joke. You really do. You have the profile ability. You know, you have the read people ability to be there when you don't want to be there. You can go to places without being there. So you're going to use that to help this. And I dropped a dime on like 2 of these cases already, but I didn't check up in a while, guys, on these 2, on the 2 cases we dropped dimes on. But I will drop tips if I find it valid and necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got something. I go with it. I roll. I do it on stream or I do it after stream. I tell you I'm going to do it and I do it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you're on it, dude. You're in the right place. Yes. Shanamai says, like the Nolan Wells case. Yeah, how they try to cover it all. Yeah, well, yeah, Shanamai, you know. Shanann, I covered that case right in the beginning, too, a little bit. But I waited a little bit, but I covered it before. This dude went out there on YouTube and started interviewing the friends. Like, this is not a race deal. And he fucked up. And now he's trying to, like, retract and start running back shit. And it's like, I brought out my stream on that already, guys. I already got, like, 1,000 views on it. That's good enough for me. I don't want to clickbait no more. I said what I had to say on it. I already predicted what it was, or we already did it. We already profiled it. And that's it. And the news outlets, those other YouTubers that, you know, clickbait and aren't real, they'll be found out, and just give them the time, I guess. Because they got to be found. Hey, Jared, how are you? Jared, good to see you. Shanann smiles, but that's the problem. Why people hesitate to talk to officials. Yeah, they do. Jared said, hey, Jared, how are you? You're right, Shanann. People are scared. Jared, thanks for coming in this one. Woke's joke. New York State is pro-illegal immigration, and there's criminality among the illegal immigrant community. It's a bad look for the politicians, right? Well, I don't vote, Woke's joke, so I don't give a shit how it looks to them. You know what I mean? Because I don't vote for any of them. You know, I just care about, like you said, the crime from anyone, whether they're illegal or legal. I know what you're saying though, bro. It's gonna suck assets. They gotta do it right. You know, that's all I'm saying. They gotta do it right. If I came to their country, I'd have to do it right, guys. I want to live in, I wanted to live in the UK one time. Thanks for the 13 likes, guys. Let's get it to 20. Why not? Thank you so much for the 13. This chat is fire on this. But yeah, I want to live in the UK one time, but I have to become a citizen. I have to do what I got. Thanks for the heart. Yes. I got to do what I got to do if I want to live over there. I understand that. Thank you for the heart. I love you guys so much. I know what love is, man. It's really, number one, suffering through the pain. All right? Let's get through this pain to get to the joy, baby. We get to that joy. We hold it. It's worth it. Yeah, Jared, what's up, bro? Mocha's joke. Hope you're doing. Yeah, Mocha's joke. We enjoyed you, bro. The other day, thanks for the heart. We enjoyed you the other day. Yes, we did. We love it, man. We were missing you, right, Jared? We said, Mocha's joke. Where's he at? He's the man. Shanann Maya, I love how you roll. Thank you, Shanann. I love how you roll. Hey, it's rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm from the '90s, guys. Limp Bizkit stuff. I'm not limp though. I still throw them in. No, I don't. I don't throw no hands. Shanann Maya, thank you. I love you too, man. I'm telling you, coming in here, spending time with the Real Rare Reviewer above 100. Yes, 100 above. You know, other things I know we could be doing, guys. I understand that. You know, I understand that. But I feel like I like doing this, and I feel like we're doing something, and it's kind of like we're doing something. That's all. I feel like we're doing something. Believe it or not, this is here for all time. Woke's joke. Jared, doing good, my man. Pow! Yeah, man. Jared says, hi, Shanann. Hope you get good and had a better day. Yeah, it sounds it. Thanks, Jared. Yeah. I forgot to ask. It sounds like a lot better, Shanann. Yeah, sure. That's it. Sometimes you can't control it, though. But we could, like, you know, somebody told me, you can't control, you could control how you react, right? They always say that. You know? They're like, you can control how you react. And I'm like this. I'm like, yeah, that's good. I'm thinking, oh. What does that mean? That I gotta like turn the other cheek? That's what it means, guys. You gotta, somebody's like, yo, wait 10 minutes. When a problem comes, they say wait 10 minutes and then react. By the time you wait the 10 minutes, so the problem's already ate you. You know, the problem's already a bigger problem. You feel me? Like, no, don't wait 10 minutes to solve the problem. They're like 10 minutes to react to it. Well, then what the fuck? But yes, we're on the Chen family. You know, and there's going to be the debate. Really, it is a debate. It's a good one. If it's mafioso, if it's what other. Really, the only theory is mafioso. And they're really pressing that. Like Woke's joke is saying, to say that, I thought, Woke's joke is right, everyone, to a really good point. Because I read this and I was like, oh, wait a second. They're saying mafia and there's money transactions here. And if the cops say mafia, possibly, then I'm not doing this one. I was like, that's the, you know, guys, I don't cover the cartel deal or anything like that, really, because, you know, we kind of know what the deal is there. But I'm like, wait a second, this has to be a little more deeper. You know why? Because the cops, like, it bothers us about the kids, kind of, in a way. They're like, even if it is a business deal, like, the kids thing is personal. It's different. It mixes, it's just too different with the kids. And how the kids are placed in the bed with the mother and they're covered up. It's a personal shame thing, right? Well, we went through that. So it's too much of a personal touch. There's too much no B&E. There's no breaking a window. There's no back door like we saw there. I saw something in Mississippi. There's a back door, nothing. The door's open, closed. They close the door before they leave. Everything's prepped and nice when they leave. They cared about the family in a way. They just had to do it. It was a necessary evil. This had to be done to help more people, more family members, to keep the business alive. And I bet you fucking a year later, the business probably went under and they all fucking got deported or whatever the fuck it was. Found out they were fucking cutting up kitties or some shit. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, I was out in a city one time, and I was waiting for a ride home from work. Okay? This is not a Theo Von story either. And there was a Chinese restaurant. And I'm not going to tell you the rest. Because you don't believe the review. I got stories that are real that Theo Von tells that are fake. But mine are real. Oh, man, I hate it. I don't want to have any of these stories. I'd rather not. Jared says, sometimes you got to pull down them pants and turn them cheeks towards the problem. Jared, I remember when I was about, I think, 5 or something, 5 years old, and my half sister took me out with a bunch of her rowdy ass friends, guys, back in like the early 90s, like 89 or something, 90, I don't know, it was a blur. And he got out the car, yeah, man, and he did the first moon I've ever seen. This dude in a leather jacket, like Grease style, you know, back in the 90s. he pulled out, you know, the Richard Gere shit, or he pulled out his fucking, when I got out the car, and he pulled down his pants in the middle of the fucking, you know, street. And I thought that was the, what the fuck? I saw his, I was like, this is the, what the fuck is going on? I'd never seen somebody do that before, and I thought it was just a, like, he was fucking wild, you know, like, but I didn't really fancy it, dude. Like, it really impressed me like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he thought it impressed me, but I really was just like, But yeah, I was like, I think it was the ass that honestly, yeah, it was nasty. I was a young kid, yeah, it was some perverted shit. He should have went down. I should have pressed charges on this fucker. Shanae Maya, it takes it, that's good though, Jared, you're right. Shanae Maya says it takes it to, I think he was having a road rage incident, and he actually got out and just mooned this fucker. I think that's how he dealt with it, like you said, Jared. He just turned around and pulled his pants down and handled the full, you know, handled business that way. And the fight was over. You ever guys see that, the YouTuber or some people, they start a fight with somebody and they're like, come on, come on. And they put the dukes up and then they strip off their clothes and they got the little Speedo. Did y'all ever see that? Yeah, some YouTuber does that. I think he's pretty funny. I think that's really good. I don't think it's good to start in a fight though. But I think it's good to, like, if you're in a fight, you just start stripping off your clothes. Like, first you take your shirt off, and then you take your pants off, and they're like, wait a second, what the fuck? Yeah, like, they might try to knock you out, because these days they want to be on a reel, so you will get dropped, because people will do damn near about anything to you to get on that internet, to get that million views, so you really got to watch it. Shanann says, that was the ultimate FU back then. For sure it was. Hey, 76, how are you? 76, thanks for coming in. How are you tonight? We missed you. I only did 2 streams. I'm only a second stream today, guys. But yeah, we missed you on that first one. You were hot fire in the comments on that one. Guys, check the comments. 76 was on that fucking I-70 killer. Damn, we missed you on that. But yes, you bring a lot. Good to see you, 76. Shanann says, hey, 70s. Yep, scrolling in. Hey, Jared. Jared says, Trailer Park Boys. Rende. Yes. I don't really watch the Trailer Park Boys, but I heard of them. And Leah Vio Vaughn there. You're 76 says Shanann. That's it. 76, the small area that they've allowed you to see in the chat doesn't really help show who was all here. So I'll say, hi, everyone. I hope you're all well and happy. Thank you. 76. Yeah, guys, I don't see anybody that's in this chat, but when you chat, okay? All I see is the little people button and the like button. And that's it. And it goes the people button changes constantly. So I don't depend on any of that. I just depend on the like button and the chat. So thank you. Yeah, that's all I see. I don't. Everything is in and out. I know it's a revolving door here, guys. So I know if somebody's they're gonna come back. If they want to see it, they come back. They'll come back. This might not be their case. Thank you, guys. 100. But maybe another case is. You know, maybe they were waiting. Maybe they're looking at other other content, and they enjoy it. Who knows? I've heard that before, right? I really does not know, but I know people are watching some of it because the analytics say it. So I appreciate all of you guys, even the subscribers, man. But it looks to be casual. Even if it's casual, people, I don't care. Thank you so much. 14 likes, guys. Let's get the 20 bites said and done. Jared says he strips down to fight. Yeah, is that him? Yeah, what is that, Jared? Is that the dude? Yeah, is that the dude? He strips down to fight. Yeah, but he gets in a Speedo. And he's like, hey, come on. And they don't want to fight no more. 76 says, I'm really sorry that I missed that. And I listened to the whole stream. You did. I know you did, 76. You were right on everything about the case. So it was a good one, and I'm just happy that you listened to it. Thank you for spending time to do that. It's so cool. You are so awesome, guys. When you guys are really, I'm telling you, calling you the true crime community out there. You guys are unbelievable. Shanann's part, Jared, everybody. Woke is Joke, 70s chick. You guys are amazing. Joe's out there, Moody, Smith, everybody. I can name you all now. You know, pretty much. Rock James, haven't seen in a minute. Sir Albert Gaines, right? You guys are all on it, man. I love y'all, man. I'll never forget you guys. You know that. I'll never forget you. Remember that. Real viewer, man. As you place in my mind. You guys are in my mind. If you're in my mind, you're in my heart. That's the inner person, dude. I can't forget you. You'll affect me. Don't affect the real viewer. Don't let him like you. You will affect him. Woke's Joke says, off topic, but I watched the Theo Von Ari Maddie interview recently, and it's the most hilarious thing ever. Must listen. I'll have to check it out, dude, because I fancy Theo Von in a way sometimes, but I remember him from Road Rules, guys. So I remember how he really was, okay? And then it's like, I remember he's young and he doesn't have those stories. Like, and all of a sudden he's everywhere, man. And it's like, no, bro, like, we were getting made fun of. You know, you had no experience with life. That's the whole point of doing road rules, is that you're a youngin with no experience, and we see your experience in life right from that point after. You know, and before that, you're only 20 years old when you're on the show. Like, so you didn't do nothing but wipe your own nose. Like, so you know what I'm saying? It's like, he's funny though. That's the thing, right? I think I don't get it. I think he's just being funny, and it's not that funny to me. I wish I want to laugh, guys. I just don't laugh as hard as I should. It sucks. But I'll listen, woke. I want to listen to that stuff. You know, I love listening to podcasts. I really do, guys. Especially to go to sleep to. Huh? All right. 76 says, good job, Ron. I was out in the park and it was pretty hot. Every time I would flop down in the grass, I tried to make a comment as to what I was thinking about, what you guys were talking about. Oh, that's awesome, 76. I love the visual. I usually do not come here from the notification because I don't get one. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I do stream a lot or not sometimes, but I don't know if the bell works or not. I really don't care. You know, I care about you guys coming. I do, but I feel like, you know, you guys will show up, or maybe you won't. I don't know what YouTube does anymore. They demonetized me a long time ago, so I don't even know what they're doing with my channel. Woke's joke says, speaking of true crime, no need to cover it, but I believe Nancy Guthrie's case is family related. So do I. Woke is joke. There's a stream. It's one of my biggest streams. I did it a month ago at least, or weeks ago, right, guys? It's Nancy Guthrie. It's on this channel. Exactly what we do. You would love this stream. Focus joke, you're gonna love the Nancy Guthrie stream. Listen, I refuse to go do clickbait on y'all, and then like, I was gonna do another one to reiterate Woke's joke where you're going, Holmes. But like, you know what I mean? That's where I'm going. That's where we go here at the channel. And yeah, they're, you know, I guess the cops are working on it, Woke. They're working on it, my friend. But yeah, they try to pull the wool over our eyes, but not here at the Real Reviewer channel. Not with this, not with us. We're fucking on that shit, dude. There's already a stream there, man. It got like, I don't know, when I did it, guys, when I do these streams, that's when they get the views. After that, the views go kaput. So that's why I gotta keep pushing out lives. You know, I don't have time to do pre-recorded videos anymore. They don't get as many views, all right? They do not. They don't get as many attention at all. And I've done these pre-recorded, edited documentaries. I don't have it like that. That's not my area of expertise. So this is a little different here. This is what it is. It's going live. It's pushing out that content live. Bang, bang, boom. You know, and doing it good. Doing it straight. Doing it tight. Keeping it nice, right? So Shanann says, yes, yes, Shanann. Woke's joke. I just discovered you, bro. So I'm sorry I haven't caught up in your past. But you know, Woke, I get so much content, dude. I've been on YouTube with this channel for 4 years. I've been demonetized for 4 years. So I got monetized the first year. Was demonetized within that year, and then went off YouTube for 4 because of the demonetization and not getting part of the community I wanted to be a part of. The attention, the attention, me too, yeah. I wanted attention, for sure. Didn't get it. So didn't get the respect from the movie community, unfortunately, the review community as a whole. So you know what? We'll review true crime, and we'll go to the true crime community, and they've accepted the Real Reviewer with open arms. So yeah, man, Woke's joke. This has been a great. I've always been to true crime. It's been starting on my channel since day one, man. I always wanted to talk crimes, but I didn't think people would really be into it because there is ID out there at the time. There is all these other channels, guys, I was watching. There's plenty of them, and they're so good. You know, they're so good, Woke, on how they present it. But you know what it is, Woke? Let me tell you. You know what I realized about these true crime channels is that they already had the video up, and then I would leave my comment on my theory because they did a great presentation, and I'm like, yo, I want to talk about it more. This has been bothering me. It really does. These cases bother me. I want to have answers. I want to speak about it, and I leave a comment, and I'm thinking I'm going to get a response from someone, the channel doer of the video, or even another commenter. Nothing. And there's no conversation. It's all dead, or people ignore you, and there's no live conversation or theories put out or research live or discovery. There's nothing. And I feel like I want to interact more with these cases with that person making the video. But we could do it after, and it's just, I don't know. It's cool. It's great. But we already know all that from the Wikipedia. We can look at Google Images. Plenty of other people do it. You see it once. You've seen them all, and that's it. And I'm not afraid to say what I think and what I feel. And I think I'm different because I profile. I also profile the crime scene, the victims, and the killers. And that's what we do. I like to get in their head. Yes, I do. I like to get in the victim's head and the scene's head. I like to walk it, not just talk it. I would go to these locations, and guess what? I have. Yes, it's on my channel, dude. I go to a murder house. Check how I handle that, respectfully. But I give you exactly what you want, because I want exactly what you want from these true crime cases and these videos. Yes, I do. I want it all. Anything and everything. I want to squeeze the shit out of it until we're done with the stream and we step on it and throw it in the fucking trash and we move to the next one. We squeeze these cases. We're going to squeeze every little bit of information. I squeeze it and I fucking see what drips and what sticks and what we can't wipe off. Woke's joke, I prefer the raw coverage of true crime. Same reason I don't watch much mainstream media anymore. They have agendas. You seek the truth. Thank you, Woke's joke, and you seek the truth. That's why I feel you. I love you for saying that. Even if I Woke's joke, you might not like, right? I'm not saying you don't, but I'm saying if you don't like my style, my presentation, or maybe the cheap performance, whatever it is, right? Or you might think I'm too exaggerated with these things, or I don't have evidence, whatever it may be, right, Woke? You just like the fact that we're talking about true crime, doing it raw, doing it live, no rehearse, and not an agenda, right? I'm not pushing my narrative or say, this is how it goes, listen to, no, I'm not here to do that. I want to be open-minded as well, guys. The Real Review is very open-minded. Very. I know you can tell. Come on, give me what you think. Give me what you think. Because if I could think it too, then maybe it's true. I want to know the truth. Right? The truth, damn it. Even though the truth hurts. Woke's joke, you know that. Slap me. You tell me, reviewer, I know. The truth hurts me. But I'll take it, brother. I'll take it rather than a lie. 70s Chick says, I lost track of the Nancy Guthrie case. It was getting to be a lot of drama about YouTubers. I dropped it then. Someone will solve it one day or she'll be found. You got it, 70s Chick. I don't know if you've seen that one, 70s Chick. I don't think you were on that one. But Nancy Guthrie, I covered that. It had like almost 20K views at the time. And now the views drop off because YouTube just throws me out of the algorithm. You know? They can't, I guess they can't deny the lives at the time, but they deny it after that. So I can't go like, oh, make a video. Yeah, I got 1.4K videos on my channel, guys. Yeah, edited, not lives. All right? Lives are not even near the amount of videos I edited and took time to make and got demonetized for. Never 1 penny to my creativity content. Not one. Of 4 years, 300,000 views. I could at least get $1. You know, like at least $10 to my son. You know what I'm saying? Go send him a thing of milk. Woke's joke, I prefer the raw code. Thank you, though. Woke's joke at 76. You guys are, you know, Woke's joke, you're awesome, man. I got plenty of content, keep you busy, and it's still more coming, okay? Like I said, I'm going live every day. Nothing's going to stop me, guys, from going live, all right? Even my personal life, all right? And my finance. Anyway, this is going to help all that. This has been helping that. Trust me, all right? But I haven't benefited. None of my finances have been for me personally so far and getting this going. So you guys have been you guys have been helping me shape this channel and what it's going to be and what it's been. But thank you. So okay, guys. So what do you think? We're about 82 minutes, guys. I can go on and on, blowing smoke up you guys' asses, right, and getting the likes. But thank you for the 15 likes for this one. Didn't even think about, guys. It's hard for me to come on here. All right. So I want to thank you for joining me for this stream because I didn't want to come on. All right. I did it. I wanted to just mope around or go do something else with my time because I know time is precious. But I wanted to spend it with you guys. I knew you guys would come interest me. And you guys would come here and say some interesting things about this case that I was really stressing, man. I'm like, how could you do this and get away with it? Like, and they're letting people walk. Like Woke's joke said, they're letting people walk. Whatever the reason be, Woke, you're right, though. They're letting people walk away from murders, mass murders, and it's not right. It's not right to the victims. You know, whether they're here legally or not, you know what I mean? They're killed on this land. Their blood is screaming out from this ground for justice. The kids, man, they didn't have a choice to be born here or not. And maybe they would, you know, come on, man. You know, we got to give these people the love and the credit they deserve. They whatever they were doing in life, they just paid for it. They're fucking dead in a hard way. They paid for it. They didn't do nothing. What did they do, the kids? So you got to think, man, this is an innocent thing here, really for the kids, too. You got to put them into account. There'll be justice for the children, at least. If you say the dad is bad and mommy's bad, all right, whatever. There's supposed to be 18 mattresses, they said, found in the basement. Possible human trafficking. Come on, guys. You believe there's 18 basements, 18 mattresses lined in this basement? I don't believe it. I mean, I don't have, what do you think, guys? 18 fucking mattresses? What do you guys talk to me on that? You know? You know, that is mentioned in there too, along to bring along a kind of financial aspect to why he has the money, how he's getting the money to pay these people, you know, to pay the businesses. Jared says there was evidence that they were involved in human trafficking. There was a lot of DNA recovered from the scene with no leads. You're right, Jared. Sounds like possibly it could have been an undocumented migrant. Well, yeah, what do you think about that, Jared? Is that what you think it leads to, right? That's, but I know it's undocumented. I'm saying it's the family, though. They have access and reason and motive and no B&E. And why you put the kids up in the bed and cover them. That's what I'm saying. Profile by crime scene, by victim, and by killer. I say it's a family member, more than one. And it is money, yes. And they are undocumented migrants, immigrants, yes. That's why you can't get them with DNA, yes. That's why they won't give DNA, and the cops can't have no cooperation, yes. And they can't exclude them as suspects because of that, yes. That's why this case isn't solved, yes, and it's still open, yes. So we have it. It's there for the taking. Woka's joke. You're on it, Jared. Woka's joke. I don't know if you're a sports fan. It might sound stupid. Perhaps this really isn't true crime, but the Tony Romo DUI stop was laughable. Check out Larry Foreman's breakdown of it. It's just... You know what? Woka's joke. I want to cover celebrity crimes and cases like that quickly and do a funny presentation on it. You know, like, just do what we're doing here, but do it with other cases, but be like cracking jokes and mocking it. Yeah, dude, I get a kick out of doing shit like that. Some cases we get to do that, right, guys? Like the serial killers, the weird, you know, we do get levity, but I love to cover shit like that. Like Ellen DeGeneres we did, right? That was a funny one. Yeah, we cover fuckers like that. Yeah, man. I didn't watch the Tony Romo, but I seen... I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm thinking of him all drunk when the cop runs up on him. He's like, oh, he's all fucking lit up. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing some crazy shit over there. He's really lit up on this liquor. Is that liquor? Is that liquor? What is that? I'm sorry, guys. I drink sports drinks and shit. I drink water. You guys know me. I drink soda. Excuse me. Let me step out of frame real quick because I want to vape. I don't want you guys seeing the destruction you got this window. But anyways, possibly one of the people they were trafficking. I don't know, Jared. You're over here. You mind your P's and Q's when you're getting trafficked, I'm sure. You know? I don't see any fight back in that. I just don't. I don't hear any stories of people really fighting back. You know? Not at all. Let's ask Amy Bradley. Shit. I should cover that case. Y'all want Amy Bradley? I haven't watched the Netflix documentary. Maybe you guys gotta tell me about that. But I know the theory. But I heard some things. Woka's joke. 18 mattresses? Nothing surprised me with some of these sick houses. Woo! Right? Woka's joke? This ain't 18 fucking mattresses on the ground. Well, okay. If that be the case, then there's something wrong there. Well, yeah. Well, maybe he's in some dirty shit. But... more than one killer. Whether it's justified or not, I don't think, you know, I don't know. I leave that to you guys morally. All right, you guys are asking me more, right? You're asking some moral shit there. Well, this is, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think you prosecute the morals. You can publicly, though. And personally. But I don't know about that. I mean, you know what? All right, 18 mattresses. I know I put mattresses on the floor down for my kids to jump on and shit and have a Ford party, you know. But I know what you're saying. 18 mattresses, that's definitely excessive. That's some weird ass shit. But I don't have that in the police report. That might be a rumor. Really, it might be a rumor, guys. But I don't know. Even if it isn't a rumor, say there's 18 mattresses. Okay, it still doesn't take away from what possibly who could be the killer, does it? Does it change it more? Talk to me, possibly. Jared says they were also involved in illegal gambling. Jared says with possible connections to Chinese. Yeah, that's what the wiki's saying, dude. Yeah, that's what the report is saying. Police are saying, kind of, right? It's not what the neighborhood's saying, right? Or the family's saying, I'm sure. What is the family saying? Well, they're not able to talk to the family that knows Mr. Chen, that Mr. Chen worked for just a mile away. Guys, these Chinese, you know, Asian culture, they're very close with the family. There's no doubt about it. American culture, they like not even give a fuck about family. They're like, they try to front like they give a shit about sitting in front of the dinner table. But as you can see, the American family has deteriorated, and that's that. The culture and the values of Americans isn't really a fucking ancient culture, is it? It should be. If it was, it would be successful in its desires. like the Chinese culture. You know, it's rooted in ancient starts, and it's been proven to work when followed. So we don't have that kind of culture. We don't have that kind of history. We're about 100 years old, and we're doing fireworks. Yeah, we're doing fireworks. Shenan Maya. But you're right, Jared. There is those in innuendos. There is that, but there's no, you know, there's because of the where the money comes from. They saying they don't have any money trace for him, where the money is. So yeah, let's say that's illegal. It's probably coming from an illegal source. But what kind of illegal source? AT mattress source? Triad? I don't know. That's a lot to be doing in New York, but possibly, of course, they got some foothold. Chinatown. Shenan Maya. Oh, that's a good aspect. Didn't think of that. Yeah, I'm trying to put that in there. Put about everything we can do, but that's good. You know, Jared's there too. There's all that. That's the whole mafia deal, pretty much, or the illegal immigrant deal, right? Like the side hustle. Woke's joke. The amount of baby oil Diddy had is more disturbing than mattresses. You think so? You think so, Woke? You really serious about that? Woke, are you really serious about that, or what? I'm actually going to take you up on your word on that. Is it really more disturbing? Baby oil is than the mattresses. So if I came down in a damp dark basement, Woke, and I saw 18 mattresses lined up in a murder house in the basement, and then I went into P. Diddy's house and seen baby oil, like a massive fucking like Amazon warehouse full, yeah, that'd be some shit, dude. But I'd be like, well, we're slanging all this shit. I'd be like, he doesn't need this no more. Yo, we're turning this shit. Let's get the money. By the way, this 18 mattress deal, oh, fuck no. I'm out of here. I'll be running upstairs, dude. What are you kidding me? I ain't dealing with that shit. Shenan Maya makes me think of Princess and the Pea. 18 mattresses. Oh, shit. Wow. Well, you know what? 18 mattresses? Lucas joke. I can't even afford one. Guys, you know how much I can't even afford one mattress, let alone 18. So yeah, there's some money being spent, right? Come on, talk to me, guys. Now you're starting to sway me on this. Oh, okay. So now you're starting to sway me on this. Yeah, so he's getting it from illegal. Yeah, right? It's a lot of money. Come on, guys. Really, right? So it's illegal, yeah? It's an illegal murder here. It's somebody's fucking around. It is money related, you guys are saying. It is illegal immigrants somehow, but it could be mafia related. Not mafia related, but he's got a ring here or something, right? Woke's joke. I don't understand the concept of illegal gambling anymore. All these states allow DraftKings, FanDuel, Kalshi, etc. They hate it because no tax revenue. Exactly. And where I live, upstate New York, is like the highest tax in the country, I believe. Highest tax rate or whatever. Yeah, they're taking out massive taxes for everything and charging tax. It's crazy out here in New York with taxes. So yeah. They don't. Guess what? New York don't allow gambling. Woke. There's no gambling for New York. Yeah, you believe that? Why not? You said it, right? No tax revenue. So there's no. And I was looking to gamble a little bit, guys. I like to do a little poker. We can go to, we can go to the casino together, guys, and sit down for a minute. But I really haven't gambled at all ever in my life at a casino. Only once. And it was like an electronic machine. Woke's joke. I said that out in gist. I don't disagree with you, man. Oh no, you're good. Thank you, Woke's joke. You're fine, man. I like what you say. I really do. I like how you guys think. I like your thoughts. I like when you put it down. Even don't ever second guess, guys, on this chat, please. You need to come say what you need to say. I really do, because I'm trying to sway this over. It keeps going over here. But yeah, you guys gotta say what you say, because if you filter it, it's not gonna come out the same, you guys. You're gonna second guess that one instinct, and you're gonna critique it when you put it to me. Don't critique it. Give it to me raw, right, Woke? Give it to me raw. I know you do, bro. Not like that, but you know what I mean. That sounded gay, but not gay, love women. Jared says I don't mind anything. Jared says we're 250, baby. 250, baby. Let's do it. Woke's joke. I said that in jest. You're good. 76 says I'm not a gambler either, because if I win anything, I just put it back in. Do you? Yeah, I mean, I've never won anything from out in a casino, but I have gambled with family and played cards like the Chen family, if you want to say that. But yeah, I like that. I've been to card games. I've been to, and I've won them. Guys, you could tell the real reviewer does not have a good poker face. I'm a Danny Negreanu dude. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but I will speak to you. I will talk to you, and that is not illegal. and it's not against the poker rules. So I will speak to you while I beat the shit out of you. Yeah, and poker. Yeah, I will taunt you. I will get information. I will extract information from you, and I will look at you and get your facials. I'll get your movements. Yeah, I do it all, guys. The reviewer is a real profiler, and he uses it in poker, and he wins. Yeah, I actually wrote a poker book, but never got it published. But I wrote a poker book for strategies on, and my family laughed at me. They laughed at me. I have published a book, yes. It's not the poker book. It's a short story horror novel. Not novel, horror, short story book. I published it 16 years ago. And I bought its only copy, but it was published. Yeah, it was selling on Amazon for a time. But not anymore, it's discontinued. But yeah, I wrote a poker book. Because I like to read people, guys. I like to read people. I like to get to know them. And I get to know, even strangers on a dime. I like to sit down and learn you on a dime. Yeah, I learn you on a dime. And I want to learn you quick. But I want to be right. I don't want to be wrong. And sometimes I'm proven wrong. The reviewer's not right, and he's guilty of prejudging sometimes. He'll make a call, and he'll judge it on that call, and he'll stick to it, and that until something else happens. And he's like, whoa, I was wrong. But I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I'm willing to accept it. I don't fight wrong. I don't fight what's right when I'm wrong. If that makes sense, guys. I don't fight off what's right when I'm wrong. I let it overtake me. And I accept it. And it hurts. It sucks. You know? You know, when you gotta accept that truth, boys and girls. It really sucks. It's a hard pill to swallow, as they say. Woker's joke says, I hate thousands. I have thousands of miles on my Harley, though, through upstate New York and the Anirox. Do you? You are so badass, Woker's joke. You are fucking toughy. Damn, you love that motor? That's badass, bro. Badass, Woker's joke. Traveling man, right? When we say something, thanks for sharing that, Woke. I'd like to get to know you. It's cool. I'd like to get to know all of you. Well, your likes, your dislikes. Really, personally, we're gonna hang out one day. We all gotta bring our likes to the crew, you know. When we say something raw off the cut, it's better because we haven't been overthinking. Yeah, 76. That's why I get on, guys. Sometimes I stop and I start double thinking these things, and I'm like, no, I gotta get on stream now. And then I stop and I'm like, well, I don't know if this is good enough. I don't know. And then I'm like, no, just go. Overthinking. And then especially with the theories, right? 76, you know we can overthink and critique and say this is going to sound dumb, but no, that's when you need to put it out right away. We'll tell you guys if it sounds dumb, right? We don't even say it sounds dumb. We'll say, all right, we'll take something from it. How's that? And we'll turn it, you know, we'll use it. Not in a bad way or in a false way, but we'll use it in the right way. So nothing is wrong. 76 said, oh, it was on Amazon. Cool. Yeah, it was, guys. I'm not really going to, it was, but I'm not proud of all that. I don't want to be. I did it for a goal and a long time ago. And I wanted to set a goal. And I love to write and I love to read. And I always have. And I like my imagination. Oh, my imagination. You know, like I feel like by reading these crime scenes, just by naming the photos help a lot. But just by reading, I feel like I want to do it that way visually to us. And then we get the truth even more. Because we're not biased about even the blood and guts or the crime scene itself complicating the matter. But it does kind of clarify it too. So that's why I love the crime scene photos. I love to see as well, because I'm a profiler. So I want to see the killer. I want to see what he did. I want to see what they went through, the victims. It could tell us a lot about the unsolved and what needs to be told. It could tell us a lot more than some people could see. Because we're looking, and I'm looking, and we're looking real close. And we're thinking too, and we're feeling. Yeah, it's a feeling. Solid Supra. Did you ever think about buying a supercharged Saturn Ion Redline? It's a car. No. With the Redline, that sounds something modified or something customized, huh? That sounds something unique. Supercharged Saturn, no. But I remember my brother somebody had a Saturn, dude. Solid Supra. I think my brother had a Supra. What are you talking about, man? He might be a Gran Turismo over here. Solid, dude. Talking to all these 90s. Look at that. Gran Turismo solid. Yeah, man. Somebody had a Saturn that looked like a Mustang. I don't know if they were talking about the Saturn Ion. But the Redline, man. My father collects like Matchbox Redlines, or he used to. He used to be, my dad. 70s chick says, yes, accepting the truth makes whatever you were wrong about not even matter. Wow, let me do that again. Get deep with it. 76 says, yes, accepting the truth makes whatever you were wrong about not even matter. That's a good point, 70. I didn't think of that. 70s chick, I didn't think of that it really deletes or erases completely what I thought was wrong, like the shame of it or the regret of it, right? Or the wasted time, you know, the wasted love, energy, finances, and what I thought was right. And you know, you're right though. It takes away that shame, doesn't it? Because you found the truth and you're rolling with it. And you don't have to look no more. And you can share it with other people that are looking. So you're right, 70s chick. Wow, very positive. Woke is joke. Paralyze is real. Analyze, paralyze, right? Analyst paralysis. Analyst paralysis. I don't know. Either one, right? Is real. Don't overthink it. You're great. Thank you so much, Woke is joke. Because I know you're a real person. You're going to tell me when I'm talking stupid shit. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, hey, man, you know, you're not meant for this real review. Go back to your movie reviews or go back to playing baseball or something. But yeah, thank you, Woke. Thank you for liking what I do here, what we do, right? Because it's not possible without all of you making it. It takes two to tango. I believe that. I love talking to myself, guys. Believe me, I'll sit here all day and talk to it, record myself. You see it in my channel, my views. I'll sit there and make videos for no one but myself. And my children, actually, so they can see me in the future. But yeah, I'll just do it for myself because I gotta do it. That's 70s chick. I have to. I'm the truther like you guys. I gotta tell the truth, and if I feel like if it's recorded out there where it needs to be, it'll be there for all time. Like these serial killers have YouTube still up. These mass shooters, they got their shit still up, and it's like, yeah, I'll make some pizza, okay? And we're gonna cook dinner in a moment, guys. We're gonna wrap this up. But I wanted, you know, some things I want to share with you guys, and not everything should be about, you know, misery and stuff. We should share some things in these streams as well. And if we go off kilter, we come right back to it. But I do want to talk, because I don't do a stream where I just speak to you guys about life, right? And about our likes and dislikes. I don't do those. So I should, but I don't. So I figured we just, you know, stretch it out this way if we need to. I love it. Jared says, thank you, Woke, though, for that positivity, man. I need it, guys. I really need it to keep going. But believe me, you see the chat sometimes. It gets brutal. And I'm like, man, I really want to, you know, just, you know, I just want to show love. I think, what's up? I'm not hurting nobody. And sometimes I'm thinking that they convince you that you're doing wrong and you shouldn't be here. Guys, don't ever have somebody convince you. I'm going to cry for you. Don't ever have somebody say you're Vincent wrong and you shouldn't be here. You understand me? You never convince that. You're here now. I like you. I didn't tell you to get out. I like you. And trust me, I was a pretty cool guy back then. I was a pretty popular person. You know that. I'm not being cocky. You know what I mean? We can hang out. You like me. I like you. All right? I'll find the good. Come on, guys. You stay around, all right? You stick it out to the end. They were known for having large, Jared says they don't have some money to cash to pay undocumented workers. Okay, and their gambling games, if no money was found in the house, that would definitely be a motive. Yeah, I apparently no. Apparently they're not saying it was ransacked, Jared, or you know what I mean? That's why I'm kind of leaning towards like relatives too. Like it's like really they're not mentioning this whole place was rented. Did you see any B&E dude? Like glass broken, or they're not saying furniture thrown around, or somebody tried to trash the place. You know, Jared, that boggles me too. We don't have much of crime scene photos. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone on this one, because I did have crime scene as far as outside. I thought that would be enough. Obviously, it's never enough, is it? We need a bunch, but the cops got it, Jared. You know why? Because there's the one community's not talking, the family, it looks like, that community side, and then they can't tell if it's mafia. So it's because they're not talking. You know, Jared, they're not giving DNA. There's a DNA here. They can have it, but they're not giving it. So they can just exclude them from the case. But it's been a cold case for this long due to that, 12 years. That's what I believe to be the case, behind the scenes, so to speak. What we're not seeing. Woker's Joker says, ever cover Keith Rayner? He was in the Albany area too, Colony, New York. No. You have to give me a little more on the Keith and tell me what that is. Because I know of upstate, these New York upstates are usually wife and husband, and then a husband's killing a wife and saying it's a hitman, or not a hitman, saying it's a break-in, or that's what I know about upstate New York, or old couples possibly being, you know, robbed and murdered. But other than that, it's like a husband and wife deal. It feels like always in upstate New York. So Woke's joke, if that's the case, let me know. If not, then hell, I'm wrong. Hey, 70s chick. Yeah, you know it's 70s. Thank you guys for letting me spiel my spiel. Appreciate you. Shanann Meyer, you're the ringleader of this circus. So thank you guys. I'm the maestro. You guys are the symphony, and we make beautiful music. You understand that, right? I'm the maestro. See? Maestro. You can follow me around my camera. I hate that one. But I'm the maestro. You guys are making beautiful music with me, okay? That's what we're doing here. Yes, I like to think like that. I'm maestro. You guys are the instruments. We all come together as different instruments. and then we make the music. That's what comes out in these chats, the evidence and what we have at the end, in all during. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you. You guys are making this possible. Thank you, Shanann, for being part of this circus. 76 says, where did the Chen family live? I came in here, sorry. Like, they lived in upstate New York, Guilderland, New York, upstate New York, Albany. Right, Jared's on it, Albany. Yes, sir. That's right. Woke's joke, 70s girl. They lived in Guilderland, New York, upstate New York. That's right. Everybody's on it. Albany. Bada bing, bada zoom. Shanann Maya, thanks guys for that. I love when you guys help out. I love when you guys are on it. I love reading that you're on it. I'm sorry I read when you're talking to each other, but I just love to narrate. I'm that voiceover, you know, that narrates everything. Woo. Shanann Maya, maybe they killed the family, like tell me once they got the goods, they took them out. Shanann, you're on that too. I know you said that before, like the dad, right? Like possibly, yeah, I know you're saying like kept alive to tell him where the money, I hear what you're saying, but I can't confirm or deny that because I don't have B&E and I don't have ramsackage here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any indication. I would say I would have ramsackage even, guys, if I had B&E. Evidence of B&E, a broken window, a broken door, something aloof. But just from the outside of the house, it just seems very tidy. It seems everything is closed. Everything is good. So I don't know, Shanann. I know where you are with that, and I hear you. You know, because it would make sense to, and it would give us more on this, the killers movements and what they're thinking and what they want, not just murder. Is murder the necessary evil here in this case? Yes, I believe the murder of the whole family is a necessary evil for the murderer or murderers. So if that's what you want to know, then yeah, they're gonna have to be killed. Whether that's for the money or whatever the motive is, the motive is not really murder, but they have to be killed. So it's a part of the motive. You know what I'm saying? It's not the whole motive. It's not the motive, but it'll be composite here, right? To get the bigger picture. But if that makes any sense, which it doesn't, but thank you. I know where you want. I know where you're going, Shanann. You know, I know, but I don't have enough for you there to even go there with you. You know, to give you anything. Profile, I can't. They're not giving us nothing there. So we can't really do it. I can't go there. I'm sorry, I get disappointed when we can't go there and stuff. And I know, you know, I want to profile, I want to get in that area, but I can't because I don't have they don't give me nothing. They don't give us none. Sorry guys, want to get a pizza here. We're going to put it up. Processed pizza, why not? But yeah, that's you know, that's the shame of these cases. I wish I had a database, but I don't have a badge or anything like that, guys. But I want more. You know, I want a lot more. But maybe I should do some more investigation for you guys like I did on some cases. But then I come with preconceived notions. So I just got to fly on this with you. I need you guys to help me do this, not myself, right? That's the point of these streams. I'm thinking that. So yeah, Woka's joke says, NX1VM Corporation, look it up. It was a cult. That sounds familiar, Woka's joke. Okay, so now you're going with Keith Renner. Was he a director, dude, or something? I know Leto had his own deal. But Woke, I'm into the cult things too. Big time. 76 says, did you ever look at Israel Keys? Yes, I know Israel Keys, 70s chick. He's the guy that kidnaps the chicks. I know he had the girl from the shop, right, in Alaska or something. He kidnapped her from like a little shop she was working at, like one of those things that are outside. What do they call those? The little, you know, marketplaces you sell shit from outside. He kidnaps her and he keeps her in the garage, right? And keeps her in the garage. He does some weird ass shit. I don't like him. You know, I don't like him. And he does himself. He self-destructs in jail, correct? He got an easy out? Yeah, I don't like him. Guys, there's certain killers I won't cover on this channel. Dennis Rader's going to be one of them. Possibly Israel Keys. I don't cover these people like that. Yeah, those people I don't even want to give the mention to. You know? You give me 1 million views on a video. You say, we review, I give you 1 million views right now. You cover Dennis Rader. Guess what I would say to you? Nah, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and have 5 viewers, and I'm gonna hustle hard and never gave up and say I made it. Now that's a clever motherfucker to play with. Nah, hate me now, guys. Yeah, no way. Not selling out for 1 million views, baby. Cause guess what? I'm gonna make 5 million views eventually, and I ain't selling out for the mill. Right, guys? We're not selling out just yet. No, never. Like, just yet. Oh, did I get you guys, huh? Did I get you going? Did you go catch that? Not yet, he says. Say, viewer, you can't trick us, sir. All right, guys, what are you thinking here? So, yeah, I mean, this case could go on and on and on, can't it? And I love how we dig deep. We dig deep. It feels like we're done, right? Sometimes it feels like we get nowhere to go, and then we start. Somebody brings up something beautiful, and then it starts rolling. Thank you, guys. 16 likes. Let's get it to 20. There's a real reviewer in the true crime community, and the real reviewer audience deserve 20 likes for the stream. I think we do. What do you guys think? Show the audience. Show them. Show the internet. YouTube is the internet. Internet is YouTube. That's it. When somebody says internet, it's YouTube. I don't know nothing else about internet but my Facebook and YouTube. Anything else you tell me, I don't want to hear it. But I don't even watch YouTube no more. I just do the videos, and that's it. I'm getting ready for the other web video, guys. And I'm spending time with kids, working, getting money, trying to pay bills. You know, don't ask me the money. No, you know, we're doing things right here. We're doing things the legal way. 76 says, I really don't like him. He's a creeper. Yeah, he's creepy. Doing that stuff at his family home. Yeah, it was family home thing. Wait, hold on. Woke Joke said, let me get to the top of the chat. Hold on, guys. I'm missing out. I'm so sorry. Yes, Jared says, I'm in the Exelon. Of the Exfolon. I can't say that word. I ever could. I'm explaining a little more. Shanann Maya says, weird. 76 says, Albany area. Oh, you're in that area. Okay, Joe. Right? Is that Joe, right? Oh, Jared. Sorry, Jared. Okay, Joe. Yes, Jared. 76 says, Albany area, cool. They had money. Yeah, I'm over there on Google Earth. It's nice. Jared, could be a hit. The Chinese mafia is notorious for taking out whole families. Correct. That way, probably too, I would think. You know, I wouldn't even think gun-wise. You know, I think they would go hammers and sticks and shit like that, you know? Run in the house and it'd be a fucking massacre. You know, but I don't see him really playing that way. I see... You know what it is? If it's that way, the mafia guys, they're not going to put those kids in the bed. They were placed in the bed and covered up on purpose. Someone shamed or cared or known the family. That's why I'm cutting out mafia. If they don't place those bodies in the bed and cover them, I would tell you mafia all fucking day. Big mistake. The mistake is made doing that. And the person might have been being told, stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Don't fucking do that. Or, you know, even putting them on the bed is one thing, but covering up, they said, stop doing that. Or let's go, whatever. It's just very unnecessary unless you care about the family to a point of degree and you know them. If you're a mafioso, you leave them where they fucking stand. Or you take them out the house and put them in the trunk or cut them up or whatever the fuck they do over there. Mafia does a lot more. And if they do it, they leave you where you stand. They're not going to place they're not going to do the kids too. That's why the cops are struggling with the theory, guys. They're struggling with that theory. The kids is boggling them. It's jumping them up. They know how mafiosos operate. 76, I really don't like, 76, yeah, he took her from a cold coffee Kozak. That's right. 76, I really don't like him. He's creepy, doing stuff at the family home. That's right, I hated that. I heard his wife and kid or something. I don't know if as a kid, but his wife was in the house or something. She's in the garage. And he's doing nasty stuff. He's a nasty person, a pervert. 76 says, worse than a pervert, a demon. A demon pervert. That's the number one thing, guys. It's going to be greed. And what was the number one thing is probably the sex above greed. But it's all those deadly sins. But that physical is always going to be something that's a problem for certain fucking individuals. 76 said he sewed her eyes open. Yes, with fishing line. I took a picture of her with a newspaper to try to fool people and thinking she was still alive. Yes, I didn't see that. I might have saw that picture, but I blanked it from my brain, possibly. But I might have seen the picture. But I don't think they released that picture. So that's why I'm thinking I blocked it from my brain or I never saw it. Because it sounds like when you hear something like that, 76, it seems like we see it, doesn't it? Like us, we've seen it. So guys, no, I don't know if that's I've actually seen that. But I might speak like sometimes I have seen something that doesn't exist. Like these cases. People are like, wow, what did you have? New evidence? No, we're just seeing what, I'm not suggesting anything new. I'm just seeing something old in a new light. 76 says, what sound does I can remember his name, but I can't remember her name. I don't know either, 76. It's sad it is. Woker Joke says, I'm cooking for you, bud. Love you. Hammers and sticks. You want the pizza with some hot sauce, yeah? Oh, yeah. Hammers and sticks. Sorry, that was clever. You're good. Thank you. You're clever, Woker's Joke. You're a very clever individual. 76 says, they cover them up and when they know them or care about them. Yeah, and I heard like a woman would do that too, mostly. So if it wasn't like someone that cared, more than likely it was a woman. So that's what I'm saying. It's like 2 or 3 people there, and I think 2 men and a woman. I don't. Nice. I don't know if the Wok restaurant, if that's how many people work there. I'd be surprised if it wasn't that many people that work, exactly that people. 2 men and a woman or something. It's like a family. It's just, that's what it strikes me as. But yeah, right? 70s chick, it's somebody that gave a damn. Jared says they also think that a pro hit. Yeah, in Mississippi. I did mention that, Jared. They're not connecting it. It's same, not the exact same MO, so they're not going to drop that. They don't have enough. But I hear you. Yeah, there's a back door that's broken open. There's a B&E on that. No B&E here. It's a back door on that Mississippi one, my friend. You know, it looks like a B&E. It looks like a struggle. It looks like somebody broke in. This here, nah. Not even by cunning or slide. It's really by betrayal. That's what it looks like here. A case of betrayal. Jared says are connected. Yeah, they say they almost, but they're not connecting them officially, Jared. Not enough. So they're one little step away because some of these things, this MO, this mode of operation, this modus operandi isn't matching fully. And if you really got to go close with that, you got to play real fucking close to the vest when you're going to say that shit, especially with this kind of deal. 76, I saw it, but it's very dark and kind of her head in the shed beside their house. Is it? I saw it. You saw it? Yeah, he did have her in the shed behind her house. I heard. Yeah, I heard. It's a piece of shit. You know? I can't believe they let him self-destruct in jail. They should take him, you know. It's too bad, guys. Too bad people get off easy. All right, 15 likes, guys. We did it. We did good. We did good today. What do you think, guys? I'm making a pizza for the kids. I know it's getting late, about 10 p.m., but it's not even late for the reviewer. I'm still jolly. But who knows? I might be back tonight for another one. If I'm not, it's going to be in the morning, guys. But I'm thinking about doing a late night one. I feel like I might be bored, and I feel like I want to have some interesting conversation. So we'll see. I definitely got to get the kids back on a good schedule, guys, because school is starting on September 8th. It'll be the first day of back to school. The oldest is going to 3rd grade. The youngest is going to 2nd grade. So I really have to, get on the grind. So yes. Got to get them on schedule, and I got to just, get right. So, guys, I don't know if, anyways, keep me posted. I got to get school supplies, too. But what do you guys think? Gotcha? Okay, yes, guys. Either I'll be back tonight with a surprise video, like a surprise video. The next one's going to be good. I want to do one where we speak about some things, all right? I'm going to do some fun ones. So, this was fun, though. Everything is always going to be fun. Can you imagine that, saying fun about something so ghastly and so terrible? But you know what? It was because we're able to spread this word. The Chen family, you say? Reviewer, who's the Chen family? Well, there you are. Yes, you'll get to know them, all right, on another level like we did here, right? We really did. I mean, their likes, their dislikes, guys. I can relate to Mr. Chen. He has a good card game. He likes poker. I'll be there playing poker probably at the crib, at the house. Wouldn't you? I mean, you coming with the real reviewer or not? You know, we're going to Chen's, right? We're gonna have the drinks. You're gonna be having the games. What's the deal? You know what's? It's October and they have the pumpkin out here in front of their yard. That is very sad. You know, I hate that. It's the kids, man. It's the kids. See? It's the kids that trip them up. You remember that, everyone, about this fucking case. It's these kids. Mafioso, don't touch the kids. They don't need to. No fucking need to. The kids ain't gonna rat you out. In and out, Buddha bang, this person wasn't in and out. These people weren't in and out. They had to be more than one. All right? That's the case. Leave it on the comments, guys. Leave it in the comments. You got more for me. We did a great job on this, guys. I want to thank everybody. Jared, thank you. 70s Chick, thank you. Wokish Joke, thank you. You guys are awesome, man. Shanann, thank you so much. Shanann, it's wonderful to see you. You are wonderful as always. Look at this consistency, guys. Jared there, yup. Solid, super, thank you. Coming and asking a question, appreciate it. Look at this. Look at this consistency. Wokish Joke, Shanann, Jared, 70s Chick. Look at this. That's it. That's all we're going to do, baby, because that's the consistency is going to come down to. All right, guys. The real viewers, so thank you very much, okay? Thank you so much. Wokish Joke, that number 2 pencil is smooth. You like that? This is my pointer. This is my pointer, dude. I was using the pen at first. Now I switched to the pencil, so when I point to my screen, I like to... I want to try to crack the screen with the number 2 pencil, guys, one of these streams. This is an iMac 2009. Don't let it fool you. It's a 2009. and I want to crack the screen on one of these cases with this number 2 pencil, Woke. Show people, right, the true power of something so little and so flimsy could really do something so solid and so strong, could really crack that glass, man. Like, we're cracking these cases open, baby. We're cracking them. We are. Bang, bang, boom, right? We're cracking them, number 2. But a pencil could be erased, Woke. This could be altered. A pen, really hard to do. You gotta do whiteout. You gotta do a lot. It'll leave evidence of the alter. This can be altered pretty fucking easy. Hence the creation of the pen. I'm thinking that. I like to think that in my true crime mind. Hence the creation of the pen. But thank you, Joe. Thank you, Woke. Jared says, got it good. Have a good night. True crime fan. TCF. I love that shit. TGIF on the TCFs on the TGIF tomorrow. Thank you, Jared. That's cool. TCF. True crime fam. Yo, that's sick, brother. I'm going to start copywriting that, Jared. TCF, that's good. I was in TCF fam. Yes, maybe see you later tonight. Yeah, maybe later tonight, but definitely tomorrow morning, guys, at some point. I'll be back East Coast time before 12 or at 12 the latest for sure. If not tonight, guys, okay? If I'm not able to sleep and there's a crime or something that gets me and I want to speak about it, you best damn believe I'm coming on my live stream. I just wish sometimes it is what it is. I want you guys on your feet. I know I'm different. I know it's not right. I know you want to be here. I do post once in a while when I'm gonna. But sometimes I feel like a fool and an idiot doing that. I just feel like I come on and hope, I don't know, guys. Don't kill me. Don't hate me. I do it all wrong. I just do it a weird way. Maybe I'll get things all right once we get supersonic, you know what I mean? But we're getting supersonic. Yes, guys. All right, 76. Thank you, guys. Jared, Woke's jokes, Shanann. Oh, you were so wonderful. All right, I really appreciate you guys, okay? And I'll see you on the next one, yes? Guys, join me for the next one. I need you. The real viewer needs you. I'm looking forward to it, okay? All right, guys. Thanks a lot, all right? Have a good night.